I already know what did it. I already know what did it.
That's what I figured it was.
Well, that's cool.
That's cool.
I was thinking, anyways, I could sort of trigger that glowing effect taking place in that tomb.
Intellect Devourer, that's cool.
And upon doing so, like heal everyone near me, and it would just, the glow would count as sunlight itself.
They need to redo these bottoms so you can actually read that. That's what I thought that was.
Full-blooded NT. Those are the snake people.
Yeah, I know.
And balloons.
Yeah, what about that?
Put them back in the
Do you have an opinion on that? Huh?
No, man.
So what about that?
That sounds pretty good, but
The reason why I bought that box is that I don't know how heavy it was.
I'm gonna. Sometimes they're just
That's what's got the good ones.
right now. So I'm just kind of preoccupied. I want you to run this by me again.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
I thought that was pretty cool.
It was like telling me that forgetting something feeling, that was like a premonition of, I don't have a nice cushy chair, bring your pillow.
Oh,
I don't have a nice cushy chair, I need my freaking pillow right now. I am so pissed. That's really like the only thing not in my bag that normally comes with me. And like Kelly's stuff, which that's not mandatory. Got this though.
Apparently they upgraded his luck.
I did not pay for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, apparently they
regular one,
upgraded
and they sent me one of these.
into the deluxe version without asking.
Yeah, I didn't pay for it. They took in any money from me to pay for it with. That's freaking awesome.
Where's Charlie? He's usually here.
I've not gotten to read much of this yet.
Well, let's put it to you this way. When I got here, he wasn't.
And it's got like that step paper hole.
I've been here since almost since 5 o'clock. I've been looking through the monk stuff. I cannot find John's character can attack me 3 times a month. I cannot find it.
It's regular monk stuff.
I didn't even find it in the player's
That was rude. I reached into your bag.
Hey, I told you. If I didn't give you permission, you reached into my bag, I would have said so. If I don't want you in the bag, I'm going to say so. There you go. I don't want you going in the bag. I don't think you're going to take
So in case everybody who's watching at home is wondering why there's so much more background noise,
Extra attack, he has 2.
we're currently out in the bullpen. Yeah, we're out in the bullpen of the shop rather than the dungeon.
Wait, what? Where you attack him?
If I attacked him,
Yeah, that's not a thing. I don't know what he was. That might be Charlie you're thinking of.
more explanation. It was John. I would.
Anyway, when you take an attack action with an arm strike or monk weapon on your turn,
No, I was gonna go
free
get
punch as a bonus action.
Yeah.
So he's always got 3.
Had to go back and get
his
Rudy.
fists, or his feet. And
And
key points, and he's got it with 2. So he's got 4 attacks.
What do you want, just a grid?
yeah, just get like a.
Yeah, I know. I bug him. I bug him every
that's
time.
just hanging there.
Yeah, and I've noticed he does have a tendency to forget about that. And I
I don't
counted
know if
one.
he keeps track of it himself or what.
Well, I counted one time where he did 4 attacks, and then the next time he did 4, and then the thing afterwards he did 4 more. But he was over. He went over. And
No, it only costs 1 every turn you do it, and then he's got like 7 of them.
but he got, if he's 9th level, he's got 9. But every time he does it, he uses up a key point. You know?
James,
and
is that back area like closed off or something? Or?
No, you can go back there. You just can't play me back there.
Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna go. I was just gonna grab a mini because I don't, have my own.
Grab a Rudy bit.
Okay.
Or I could use my thing. It doesn't matter what he is. We've made him like a crawfish man before.
Is it which side?
That's
This one?
On the blank side.
That's a nice one.
Yep.
I wish I had one of those.
So what should I, James,
John.
what were you saying? What should I get? Just anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just anything that's a medium or small.
Alex. Grab the corner there.
But that's what I'm saying is the fact that I've noticed he's gone well over his thing.
Yeah. Well, he's got them every short rest.
Yeah, but he must spend at least an hour meditating to get him back.
Actually, it's a half hour.
It's an hour.
Now I have a question for y'all.
Believe me, I read that.
All of y'all.
Okay.
What would y'all think about a pirate adventure set during set after the American Revolution?
That makes me think of Skyrim and Project Flintlock.
Can we have lightsabers in it and Sith
My
warriors?
Skyrim has lightsabers and Sith armor.
No, we'd have to be in Charlie's
And the Millennium Falcon?
We'd have to be in Charlie's Star Wars game to do that. Otherwise,
Oh, gee.
it'd be a lot more
I
work.
want to be in my realm.
It'd be a lot more work for me in trying to try and take this idea and put it in Star Wars.
I want a Super Star Destroyer. Now!
You can. Well, you can try and
And I want
hijack.
the Death Star.
What would that cost in New Yen?
You can try and.
I'd rather have it around this after the Civil War so I can have a Gatling gun.
Well, technically, the Gatling gun was actually created before the Civil War.
Yeah, but not.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't in
It wasn't
common.
widely in use
And
yet.
it also wasn't around the American.
It'd be hard to steal one.
Yeah,
It's hard to
or
steal
buy
anything. It's harder to do that.
but the guy who created the Gatling gun, his last name was
Gatling.
Yeah, Gatling, I know.
Well, that's a lot of people don't realize that, and that's
It's usually the case with most
The
shit.
thing that gets me is I try to. And another thing that bothers me is when these people
There we go.
that have a picture of Spielberg sitting in front of the Triceratops,
Yeah. So what if?
Yeah,
and
never happened.
No.
and actually they were at a college campus and they were showing it, and 2 out of people actually called it a Triceratops. The other 8 called it a rhinoceros.
So what I was thinking is,
Come on, people,
right behind the other
So
look at it.
I was watching Try Not To, what was it?
So, if I randomly stop talking, it's because my headset just like randomly disconnecting now.
oh, my headset started doing that a while back too.
My head's been doing that for about a decade.
You said that the last time we brought up this. It's like the exact same course of... Yeah, that's exactly what... That was creepy.
Was it?
It's like a script.
Or is it intentional?
Or is it?
Possible. Y'all are way too smart for me. Except for Charlie. I guess we're about the same. He just knows stuff about like cars and crap.
You hang out with us, you'll get smarter as you go along. Because our quick wit is catching.
Let me put it to you this way.
Okay.
I thought I was smart when I was in computer things. I took a couple computer classes and I found out I wasn't as smart as I thought I was.
Yeah, computers will make you feel... They'll humble the hell out of you.
Or if you're me, they'll irritate you to no end.
Dude, try scripting. Screw that.
Oh Lord, yes, I've done that.
I have 2 now, except it was like the title,
Fuck
2
Raptor.
lines. Or
Yeah,
the
but were you
set,
doing
whatever.
scripting or coding?
Scripting.
James, can you turn up the gain on your microphone?
Wow, he sounds fine to me.
No, on your microphone.
That James.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Rudy, can you turn up the gain on your microphone?
Rudy, can you turn up James? He's quiet tonight.
See what I can do about that.
Just max out the volume on in Skype and make sure it doesn't.
It's already maxed out.
And we can't even hear Brandon at all.
You don't have
Because
auto,
he's not here
so you
anymore.
don't have auto
Brandon.
adjust on then.
His,
No, I don't have auto adjust on. I turned that
Changed
off.
his name to Abandon.
Yeah, me too.
Hold on, let me see if it's something with my computer settings.
Okay, you're
That's
fine
all right.
now.
I am fine.
He left gracefully.
Yeah,
I like that other guy.
He looked better than Marco did.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even think about
I got that
Marco.
Everybody got 2 big bowls.
Yeah, Rudy, we're out in the bullpen and not back in the dungeon.
Yeah,
Oh.
Someone's been monkeying around with the chairs.
and breaking him. So Greg is now banned us from playing back.
Wait, do I sound a lot better now, or?
Greg's banned everyone from playing back there until they got that fixed. Hang on, I'm gonna.
Well, I don't know. I think he said until further notice. I don't think he said until it's fixed.
Like I said, I hadn't seen
That's the
it.
same-ish thing. He's
No,
probably not going to open it until they fix it.
No,
And then he's not
No,
going
he
to
doesn't
open it
want
until he
people back
tells
there
them.
breaking his chairs.
Well,
I don't know who did it or what they were doing, but
I don't know who did it
so it's
either.
not just necessarily that they're closed until it's fixed. It's
But
closed until
if
either
I
some
find
rules
out,
are
I'm gonna
implemented
let-
or unless you get special
If I
permission.
find out who's doing it, I would let Greg know, and I'll let him.
oh, I
deal
would have
with it.
too.
Because hey, I don't want to be punished, and I don't think I should be punished for somebody else's stupidity.
Well, it may
Well,
be
with stuff like
stupidity. It
this,
may
it's
be something
reasonable
else.
what
You know?
Greg did.
Now,
Get up on that chair and stay there, damn it.
I knocked the air minion. I knocked the vampire minion off his chair.
but
That vampire monk's a bitch.
say, is due to
So,
stupidity.
am I loud enough that everyone at the shop hears me, or just around you guys?
You're probably audible to everybody, but not
They're
make
not paying
outable.
attention. They don't care.
And
They,
that.
I think
they're in their own little world.
You're about the same volume as the rest of us, I think.
Alright.
Give or
Wait, is
take.
Roger or Gomez working today?
Gomez.
Go, man.
Gomez, you're a nerd!
He's on the phone.
Could have said that.
There's also, he's like
That wasn't
50
the
feet
question.
away.
You asked if he was on duty.
You actually,
he's at least
he was
2
on
turns
duty.
away
He's
from
on
the-
duty. He's working.
He's at least 2 turns away from you. Okay, live on D&D, Alex tries new mango heat, Mountain Dew.
It's a weird name for a thing.
So,
Boy, so
It's
impressed.
good.
so are we just gonna time skip, or does this like roll for random events while we do like the journey back to base, or what's going on now?
Well,
We
As
didn't really finish what we were doing last time.
yeah, I was gonna say, as I
thought of something
recall, John wanted to try and figure out where Helen Ray's body went.
I said I wasn't leaving this area without her body, and I was gonna take it back, and I was gonna
I
do
thought
a
you
dark.
cut her head off.
No?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
We did
Well, it's happened a few times,
cut
but
her, but she came
Why?
back to life.
You forgot to
but
burn it.
I
would be a
wanted to
good
make sure
idea.
her body.
I just
did
got
not
super
come
confused
back.
why she
I
turned
wanna
to a
make
blood
sure
bird.
She is dead. I want to make sure she's beyond dead.
yeah, that's reasonable,
Going
I think.
into,
I don't really care
if I have to,
because she's
go
not
into the
that hard
next
to kill.
dimension and kill her there.
We've killed her a bunch.
How many times have we technically killed her?
1, 2, at least twice. Maybe more,
Yeah,
depending
but-
on how many times she's come
then
back
take
to
her
life
back
in that
to-
one
She didn't have all these blood powers before, and who knows how difficult she'd be to track if she gets a head start on us with those wings.
Well, she crept in.
Well, if she,
I think the water.
she's running from us, she better just keep running.
So, and I want to drag her butt back, and I want to set fire to her like Luke did to Darth Vader's body.
Well,
And
there's also the problem where you're only flying because I cast fly on you, and that's about to...
well, I can't
run out.
land.
What?
I can land, even though I'm flying.
Right, but we're not going to be able to fly forever.
Oh right, Charlie's got a cold.
So he's probably not going to be here.
No. Frick.
Good, I don't want him bringing us a cold.
Yeah.
Or the shoulder.
Yeah,
I mean, Rudy doesn't have to worry about that, but the rest of us do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rudy thought he gave him the cold shoulder.
I played through a lot more of SMT4 Apocalypse,
Yeah.
and they like towards there's a certain part where just like everyone's in one giant room, and it's like, oh, side with this guy, do a boss fight. Okay, you got the law ending. Do half the fight for the neutral ending, talk to a guy, side with him.
Wow,
You
that
get
is
chaos ending.
That is dumb.
Hey, it's easy to get New Game Plus though.
Yeah, I
so
was gonna say that's really efficient though. So, Zeph, as we've established, everybody remembers where we left off last week.
Mid-air above a ravine.
Yep.
how many turns has it been since I cast Fly? Because each turn's a minute, right? Or is it a second? I forgot how that works.
6 seconds.
One turn is 6 seconds, 10 rounds is a minute.
How long does fly last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay. I got 10 minutes on my telekinesis.
So that's 100 turns. I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good for now.
Yeah, until it's out of turns, which, yeah. Then time flies or goes slow and no one knows what the hell is going on.
This stuff is called mango heat. It tastes like it's got red pepper in it, but it doesn't have any cayenne.
Did someone completely break a chair or like?
Yeah, there have been 3 chairs broken in 3 weeks.
Dang, there's 3 chairs missing in there?
Which,
Wow. Oh, I know one of it when I was still working there. One of them was really lopsided and it's hard to unfold it because
no,
the joint was messed up.
these are all new chairs.
Yeah, these
Oh.
also had padding to them.
These were big, nice dining room chairs, but I don't think
Dining
they
room
were
chair?
very stable.
It's more like a study room, not a
It's a dining room chair.
lounge chair to me.
Lounge chairs usually have arms.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's not a dining chair because it's just
It is dining room chair.
weird.
Trust me.
Well, that sucks.
I know, people fashion more than home decor.
So,
I don't know either one of them very well.
Charlie could be
Well, I know lots of shit, so.
Charlie's online.
I would say something that
No, he's not.
there are people that do use those types of chairs in their dining room.
I understand. You can use anything
Strictly.
anywhere.
No, these
It
are,
fits.
no,
It's a joke.
we're
Whoa,
talking
what just
normal
happened?
people, not like
I
us.
tried to add Charlie to the call,
That's
and
kind
it
of people
failed.
who use lawn chairs in the living
Apparently,
room.
he doesn't have it.
Yeah, we're the kind of
installed
people
on
who use lawn
his
chairs in our
Xbox.
living room
Yeah.
or even in our dining room.
My Vita gets, but does not have Skype.
So,
Actually, we use mostly office chairs in our dining room. So we can roll around and grab the food and not have to get up and move.
no, we mostly use
convenient.
office chairs everywhere because they're easier.
And you'll
It
have
actually
a
goes way
cement
back
floor,
before that,
so they
but-
roll.
I'm not going to get into the whole story.
No,
Somebody wants to know the story of our office chairs, I'll tell you sometime.
starting November 29th, my Star Wars stuff is going to go up 5 levels. The maximum level cap would be 70.
Cool.
And I plan to have early access to the new storyline.
Anyways, what do y'all want to do?
Oh, I had a cool idea. I don't remember what was said that triggered this interesting idea, but you could totally use my hat as a plot device because we figured out that stuff could get inside the hat and just put a note in it, which would be weird.
I'm just flying around.
I'm not
being
saying do that
stealthy
right
in the
away. I'm
air.
just saying that that's completely within the realm of possibility, which technically everything is.
It's a bird. Yeah, it is just a bird. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just a bird. This is not the bird you're looking for.
But have you heard?
This is the bird you're looking for.
I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch me soar.
Where the hell did this come
Because we're still flying.
from?
I'm flying stealthily.
Stealthy.
I'm on a carpet.
All the wings of my dreams.
You're on my carpet that I took from you, John.
Actually, Popo is with me.
No, he's not.
No, he doesn't
On the
exist
carpet.
anymore.
Last I remember, I had a hold of him.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't exist. I don't
That
know
was
what you're talking about.
great.
Dude, what'd you do to your hair?
It's been like this for a month.
Yeah, really.
I haven't seen you in a month.
Have you been up here?
Open your eyes.
Yeah?
Then you've seen me. Too bad I thought about things.
I've seen him. I've seen him with his new hair.
Has it been like that for a month?
Yes.
God damn, I'm oblivious.
Me too. I didn't notice either.
So,
Okay,
Wait.
listen.
yeah,
You're
seriously.
not in the back room.
I have no idea what's happening.
No cussing out here.
Yep.
No effing.
So,
Oh shit.
James,
Sorry.
put $1 in the jar.
Don't have any.
Well, that would stop him in a
Roll
second.
number 9.
You're pointing the
We
wrong
don't
thing.
actually have the rolls poster over here. But roll number 9.
I said it like into the table. No one heard it except for
Okay,
y'all.
so
Y'all are in this direction.
Okay, so y'all want to go down there and check. So, how far did I say it was to the cavern 4? Canyon 4?
I can't remember. Yeah, I think it's like either like 200 or 300.
Yeah, I think it was like 350 feet.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm flying in widening circles, just checking out the countryside, see what's there.
So you can fly how much?
60 a turn base.
Normal, yeah.
60.
And plus, he can use his etherealness armor to do some magical things, like
Okay,
fly.
you can fly 60 feet a turn, 120 feet double.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But that lowers your ability to perceive stuff.
we're just flying straight down.
Yeah, but I fly really fast and then I stop and look around.
Okay, so
I'm
you
gonna
just want,
shut up then.
you guys just want to. How long does your spell last, Rudy?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Okay, so that's plenty of time. So, you want to go
Wait.
down as fast as possible and track
Are we counting in?
her on foot, or do you want to try and go down at a leisurely rate and try and spot her from above?
Well, I mean, who has the carpet right now?
I do.
Get me on the carpet.
Yeah, because he's still on the ridge.
Just way over there. Wow.
So
And I'm really perceptive.
Yeah, I'm redoing
so
your
am I.
sheet now, Rudy.
Adding perception, more perception.
No, he's got plenty. He's got probably more than maybe everyone except you, probably.
what is it?
A 13.
My perception isn't that good.
That's not his perception. Never mind.
It's like
My stealth is,
I hate that. Perception's. Yeah, his persuasion's plus 13.
broke.
His persuasion's broke.
My perception is, my stealth is broken.
my passive perception might be the most of any of us.
What you got? Because yeah, clerics are cool because they got they rely on wisdom, so they get nice buffs from wisdom. Wisdom's awesome.
I just need to get to 12 and I can get my wisdom to 20.
Yeah.
So you notice straight off where she landed, there's this blossoming cloud of red.
That makes sense. So I'm going to point that out to everybody and indicate that we should go there to start with. And then I'm going to begin moving towards it myself.
Trace, don't leave me.
Take note of its location and go get Rudy.
I'm about to get the hell away from y'all.
I'm looking to see if there's anybody else around that might be a problem for us.
What's your passive perception?
I just know this mark. I cannot be.
What is my passive perception?
My passive perception is 12.
Is it just, it's your,
It's 10 plus.
no, 14 is my passive perception.
We're not gonna go get the wild.
Well, you're actively looking for things though, so roll me perception.
Crit. I see all, I'm a god.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing in the immediate vicinity aside from y'all.
Okay, I just keep flying around.
Eye in the sky.
James,
Yes.
what about you? What are you doing?
Flying around, observing with Rudy. Rudy, what are you doing with me on the carpet?
Looking around.
Guess we're rolling stuff. One moment.
Now instead of making circles, I'm going down one side and across where they will go and back the other side. Because I've already covered behind us the direction. No, I'm going down this way, over this way, and down this way, not as far as all the way here. And then I go back up and over and back like that. So I'm spending most of my time ahead of them looking for what they're looking for.
Rolling for myself. Someone rolling for Rudy. Pick who.
You want me to roll for Rudy?
I guess Morgan.
Alright, what am I rolling?
Well, not yet.
I only got a,
Perception.
not my paper.
Oh, yeah, but I'll call on him in a minute.
Oh, that's right. I just got a crit. He's got to tell me something.
Yeah, I got a 16. That's all I got.
Basically, you can tell, yeah, there's a big old blossoming pool of cloud of red in the river.
Wait, so it's just like a cloud in the air or just in the water?
In the water.
I was thinking that. It's like, it's not a cloud if it's in water, it's a pool.
It's not
No,
what?
it's still like a,
Yeah, it's
still
like a
refer to that to a
cloud.
cloud.
Yeah,
It
It's a cloud
spreads
if you're
like a
underwater.
cumulus. It spreads like a
But we're not
cumulus cloud.
underwater. It is.
Yeah, so still
Depending on how fast the river is flowing, too. It could be just a stream of red moving down the river, or it could be spreading like that.
Yeah, under the condition that the river is stagnant, which is semi-unlikely. Depends on the size and
Deep and
slope
slow
all that
moving.
stuff. And whether it rained in the last couple of days. The stuff I consider when I have to make junk.
And technically speaking, is it still raining?
Technically speaking, it's still raining.
Good point. I forgot about that.
Though it only just started.
Yeah.
Is it raining enough to affect the river?
More than enough, I assume.
Well, it's only,
Not if it's
But the river
localized.
is moving very fast, and the cloud.
Wouldn't be a cloud.
I wouldn't think the rain would have much of an effect at this
If it was
point. It's only
already a
been, it's
fast-moving
had been
river,
raining
no.
for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Because it
stuff to
started when
consider.
when
It
like
could have
basically
started upriver and then hit us.
Well, it started when Helen Ray. Yeah,
I know, realistically though.
They just formed spontaneously.
That's a spell I wish I could use. Control weather.
Yeah, that's a high level spell.
It is, and the wizards can't have it anymore.
Okay.
Why high level druid would be kick ass.
Is that it?
Then I could do that and make earthquakes.
Is that it?
Tell us more about the spread. Is it flowing down river? Is it spreading
Could
like a cloud?
I roll Bardic Knowledge because of the Blood God thing, or?
Yeah, it's turned into some blade shit.
Yeah, I guess.
But hey, blade's really, really good.
No, I was talking to Rudy, but okay.
Alright, Bardic Knowledge is you just roll a d20 and add my Bard level to it.
What's your bard level?
10 now.
10?
10 now, yeah.
You get 14.
14, so that's a 24. I believe.
No, I mean, I rolled a 4. Plus
14
10 would be
altogether.
14.
Oh, 14 altogether, then I don't think I'm gonna get anything really out of that.
No, you really don't. There's a bunch of. No, that's not what I want. There's basically just a bunch of like. At that point, like based on what you've rolled,
Is there an unused player book out here? I gotta fill in Rudy's
The
stuff.
Bardic Knowledge at between 1 to 19 is only common knowledge.
Spell. 8th level. It's high.
I know. I knew it was 8th level. Tsunami's also level 8, but you can't have it as a wizard. For whatever weird reason.
Turn this guy sideways, put us here, which then would be like, oh,
I know, it's like the stuff that is and isn't on those lists is really finicky.
Yeah, well, there's certain things that
Like Flame Strike. We can't get Flame Strike, and we're wizards. What? There's more fire with us than anyone else.
Basically, what you can discern is that the phrase is typically associated with chaos.
Yeah.
well, even though I can now roll these, I'm not going to use them. And anyway, they're too damn expensive to really be using a lot of them. Hey, that complete set set me back $35. I'm not using them that often. Now, if I'm DMing, I might use them. of course, the set that people really don't like is this set right here.
What is it?
That's my DM set.
The clear.
I critted on one guy
Oh,
3
Lord.
times.
John critted like 7 times in the same combat.
Well, I got critted 9 times without fighting the Hydra by myself.
It's like he was the one critting, and I was like,
Well,
So, Rudy, what else are you doing?
I found out that
Well, I don't think rolling perception at this point is really going to help anything.
Still rolled 3 more times, but
Right.
I'm beyond dead. By the time he calculated up the hit points,
I don't
it was
guess
like
so.
250
I mean, you could try.
hit points. I only had 95.
You know, it all depends on what you find.
So
Want to
I
make a
was-
perception check?
How many
I was
spell slots do I have left?
He didn't even have to roll
Thanks.
the other.
I heard him.
Okay. Just understand you're multitasking at
So
this
did
point.
you ever tell us
I guess.
Most of them, Rudy.
blood
I-
in the
I- I have an
like-
idea.
Like a cloud?
How far away am I? How far away are we from the blood pool?
Okay, you're about.
So if I have 0 things in play,
260 feet away.
Oh, okay. So that won't
And
do.
the blood is now flowing down river.
Detect magic.
I told you from the beginning.
Do I have that?
I do.
It's not going to do much at this point.
No.
If she's magical, she shows up. If
If she's within range.
I can fly on a carpet.
Yeah, but you're not within range
Do
yet.
not do it. You're like, nope,
I'm
too late.
at the-
Swipe my
I'm at
credit
the
card.
river
I got
already.
it. Let's play.
No,
You're
we're still,
260 feet out.
so we're still in the air.
And I asked you right here.
We're still traveling towards
He's
it.
been just like going all over the place.
For what you're like,
Yeah, but he can only go pulling the amount he can per turn.
I was like, is that what you want me to do?
It'll take you a little while.
So we're
It would
going
take
by
us 18
individual
seconds to get
seconds.
there.
I would have matched my battle box to
It should take us 18 seconds to go straight down there.
Okay.
Yeah, if you get me
But I
60
was-
feet
I
away,
was mainly-
close. If you get me within 60 feet, I'll just cast Fairy Fire on it.
Okay. Okay, so when you guys get down from to 60 feet.
I'm at 30.
I'm with him, so.
Okay, so you get down to 30 feet then. What do you want to do?
Detect magic. It doesn't roll.
Okay. Okay, well, the blood as it rushes is down the river, or is highlighted for you.
Okay.
Assuming this is like the Batman detective vision, sort of.
That works, whatever that is.
You ever played the Arkham games?
No.
No, Batman's got a thing where he can see certain things.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, it's called HUD. Yes, it's HUD. It's a highlighter.
Yeah. Okay, so
He's
I'm
got,
We
still
want to talk in
applying.
video game terms. Yes, it's an objective mark.
yeah, and one of the
Interact with this.
he's actually got where he can adjust it to infrared and all the other stuff. He's got a battle armor, and he basically Batman is almost like Iron Man in many ways.
Just less bulletproof.
actually,
Iron Man does have a suit that
it's
has
almost Hulk.
It's bulletproof, but not explosive proof.
So I'm gonna attempt to.
Yeah, it's not Ultron proof.
Yeah. But anyways,
Let
That was
me put it
good.
to you this way.
Rudy, what are you doing?
Have you seen the vibranium Iron Man suit?
That's broke.
It's made out of solid vibranium.
That's ridiculous.
But Rudy, what do you? I know what you're doing. How are you
But,
doing it?
overpowered.
The king of Wakanda found out about it.
Yeah, I bet he's pissed.
He's confiscated.
Rudy,
Did it unplug again?
I think so. Yeah.
Alright, so what I said was I was casting Fairy Fire on where the blood, like where she fell, so like a 20-foot cube, so if she got hit by it, we'll at least see where the body's going.
Well.
So if she's still alive, she'll have to do a dex check.
She would light up like a Christmas tree.
Yep.
Yeah, and
All right.
Well, what color light is she gonna be, Rudy?
I got my. I'm gonna purple, green. I guess violet or green, just to make it more outstanding than make it color her out.
What are the choices? Violet, green.
Blue, green, and violet.
I'll go with. Well, that's really some sucky choices for it being dark and rainy.
Well, considering it's fire, I imagine it's like a sort of neon green.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll go with green.
Would be the best option then, because of the rain.
Okay. Well.
Just any objects in that cube are
Okay.
illuminated.
So there are a bunch of fish that light up. There are a bunch of rocks that light up.
Do the fish make dex throws?
Do they need to?
Technically, no.
It says any
to.
creature, but yeah, no, not really.
No, they're fish.
They're not
Do
creatures.
they have advanced
They are
AI?
creatures, but they're fish.
How intelligent are they?
I see, Charlie.
let's say I'll let that one slide.
Yeah, I don't. They're fish, dude.
Call of Duty go.
I got
Just
the
kidding.
around.
monster manual here. Do you want me to look up the intelligence of fish?
No, I was just making a joke.
You could use kippers. It's the only fish that's in there.
There's actually
Their intelligence doesn't really matter at this point anyways.
No,
Kippers
they're
are
fish.
fish enough.
They're sunfish. They're really stupid.
Okay, so flesh light up. Anything else?
Nothing about the size of a human body.
Now, would that mean that she's not there or that she's dead?
No, if she counts as an object, then it would do it even if she's dead. Though she could have also passed the dex throw and not been affected by it. So the only thing we know is there's not a dead body in that 20-foot cube.
She could also just not be there because of water flows.
That's what I said. The only thing we know is there's not a dead body in that 20-foot cube.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one of
We
my.
also don't know how strong the current is, because I don't think a little stream can carry an adult body.
No, it's
Yeah, no one specified the size of the stream yet.
It's a fast-moving river. Think like the Colorado River.
Alright.
I haven't seen that. What is that, like 50 feet wide? More? I don't
Not
know.
just wide, fast.
Thing carved the Grand Canyon.
Ah.
Yeah.
So we're in the Grand Canyon, but it's not orange, I assume.
Comes from the top of the Rocky Mountains to the bottom of the Baja Peninsula.
I understand that. I'm still talking about how wide is it at any given function in comparison with this?
Not very wide, probably,
50 feet?
yeah, average.
Average for a river of that length, I guess.
It's
It's
deep.
like, you want to think about rivers and length and how wide they can be. The Amazon gets really thin and really
Now,
wide.
where they built
And the
the,
Nile, which is a weird river.
that big dam outside of Las Vegas, what the hell's the name of that?
Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam. It's a lot wider, but it's a lake. It's not the river anymore.
So do we have it? Do we have any sort of approximation of how fast this water is flowing?
Just by how the fish are moving that we can see.
We don't have a sailor, and I can't meta, so.
Well, fish can swim upstream too.
So do we?
Best I can tell is like I think it says that it moves at like 422 cubic feet per second.
Okay,
Well,
so that's how much water space moves through it in a second. In any
That's
given
actually,
spot.
yeah, that's the volume of water traveling through any point. It's not necessarily
That's
the
a
speed of the water.
Way better way for me to put it.
Yeah, it's
So-
like
Right, if it narrows, it speeds up. If it widens out, it slows down.
Yeah, while still maintaining that same flow or current.
Yeah, that's why they don't give them miles per hour, because it's funky like that.
yeah.
It's not easy enough. It's not that easy. It's like, it's a car. It's as simple as it freaking gets.
Yeah. But that's the best I can do.
And that's still complex.
Well, the easiest way for us to tell how fast the river's going is to watch the blood. As fast as the blood is moving,
Yeah, is
From
there
its
just like
starting
blood
point.
bubbling
Okay,
up from this
hang
point,
on.
or what?
How far does this blood extend?
Okay.
How far downstream is it going?
If I want a sample, I'm going to leave it at that. I have a thing.
Okay. Say that, say that the blood started at like this point right here. It is basically gone like at least two of these, it's gone down the length of this map up at least once by the time y'all got down there.
So it's heading toward more. In more than direction.
How wide was
Yeah.
this river again?
Like 50, 60 feet.
So, how long is this map then?
Well, this map is as long,
Yeah, each square is 5 inches.
5 feet.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the scale.
140,
140?
So it's gone down.
maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's basically gone.
I know where you get this amount from.
Yeah.
Out of the 3.5.
Yeah. So it's gone down.
This is probably mine
It's gone down on the length of the.
because it's been limited.
Yeah. It's gone down the length of the river.
Okay, well, let me read through this again.
It's only like about like half a map of. No, it's only about as wide as this map is away from going over the waterfall.
Now suddenly there's a waterfall.
Well, I was gonna get to that, and I forgot.
This is important.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
I'm sorry. I make it sound like you're doing something wrong. I don't mean to. I understand people forget. I forget
Yeah,
all
the thing is, we got caught up on all the other details, and I forgot to mention. Oh, hey, it ends in a waterfall.
Well, that's why I'm asking all this stuff, so I can know how to cast control water if I'm going to do so.
Nice.
So there's a waterfall. Where is this? Can you?
That's cool.
I had 2 of them spawned
Okay.
yesterday.
I'm flying down-river, just kind of watching, looking
Yeah,
where the
that was
blood
the
flow
highest
is.
one.
Wondering if there's anything else in
I
there.
mean,
Can you describe this? Yeah, this waterfall. Where?
no, I mean, I have no idea.
Well, it's think of
I
the
don't have
waterfall.
one down
That's it, basically.
You have the same
Is
phone
it
as me.
behind that? Like, is it upriver or downriver from
Downriver.
this? Okay.
Yeah,
The blood is going towards the waterfall.
Yeah.
Downriver.
And
And
how far is it?
Yeah, you got it.
at least
it's a note 4 though.
This is it.
from your
This
current
is the,
position, it's at least
Galaxy
300
active
feet.
G5.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, from the point
The one
I'm going
I
to-
had the miniature
about
one.
yeah.
My mom got it, but if I would,
I'm gonna say
still
40
had
feet
that
ahead
one,
of where-
I wouldn't be playing this.
the blood currently is. I'm going to use control water on a square cube around that area, causing that cube, which is 100 feet in all directions.
100-foot cube of water then?
Yeah,
Okay.
which would extend all the way from both sides of the river.
Both sides of the river, all the way down to the basin, all the way down to the river floor.
Yeah.
Basically. Now, does that completely disrupt the flow of the water?
Yeah, it's actually I'm going to redirect it to flow against the rest of the current.
Okay. So
This is all you in the physics department.
So
I'm not
basically
touching
what
this.
happens is you've dammed up
Yeah.
the river. Where a bunch of water just rushes down, coming off the cliff. And
Yeah, this doesn't like,
and the water is now flowing up against itself,
yeah.
you're causing quite a bit of backup in the river here. Just so you know.
That's fine for now. It doesn't last longer than 10 minutes anyways.
I'm going to say something when I'm finished writing this word.
Okay.
I'm done now. I'm going to take advantage of this and use my alchemy kit and get like the most concentrated thing of this blood I can. Because, you know, it's in a river.
Okay. Trying to think of what you'd have to roll for that.
It's up to you whether you want me to roll or not, because it's just it's using a tool.
Well, it's like you can get
Toolkit.
any you can just dip it in, get a sample, and then
Yeah, it's like this.
You can-
It's like,
and then like later on you can purify it.
yeah, no, I want to purify it here, get more,
Well,
purify
that's what
that, and add to a nice pure one.
Okay, so
That would probably be hard. I don't know what the.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, it's-
yeah, that sounds like it would be
It
the.
doesn't use a thing, it's a tool. It's like if you have proficiency with the tool, it doesn't matter what the check is,
So you have
add your proficiency.
So you have your proficiency with the tool then?
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's like pick a stat, it doesn't use a skill.
Arcana. Oh,
Intelligence,
intelligence plus your
proficiency.
proficiency. Yes, thank you. So that proficiency always.
It's a 25. It's pretty good.
Okay, you're getting that water pretty. Well, you're getting that blood pretty pure.
Also, if you're charging, so you have reinforcement risk management, resource management. Except for fire, so you can vote.
What else?
You got focus, forms.
I'm doing that for the next however the hell long it happens.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that you're
I feel
basically.
like I could get like one purification done around.
Yeah. So you're basically just gonna be able to purify this entire your section fairly quickly.
Yeah, with the control water, that's pretty freaking convenient. Doesn't get away
So
from
is
me.
there anybody else who wants to do something?
At the Goliath, I'm going to go into the myself. I've got a 20 current, so I can easily swim.
As in like the section of the water that's being controlled, or the one that's flowing down.
The one that's behind
The one that flows towards the waterfall.
no, not where the waterfall is going, but if it's being blocked, some of the water, that water that was in front is going to fall off. But I mean, until it hits and backs up and some more water flows over that, I'm going in where it's behind it
Okay. Okay, so.
and going over towards where the red stuff is.
Okay, so you go in there. There it is. And you're swimming along. And you're gonna have to be rolling a little bit of a dex.
Actually, swimming is strength.
Yeah, swimming and strength.
Okay, well then you're gonna have to be rolling a strength check because the water's flowing so fast. The water's flowing really.
No, I mean like
I've got
swimming strength.
I've got a nice
Might be debatable. I'll go with it.
Isn't swimming a skill in older editions?
Yeah.
older edition, yeah, and it was I do believe strength.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Where'd you
It was
get?
either strength or
I had a
constitution.
19.
I'll be there.
You're good. So you're.
I mean, I do have a 20 strength, so I mean,
Yeah, so you are able to maintain and swim along. I mean, when you get to
and
the,
I'm very athletic anyway.
when you get to the, when you get to the actual part of the water with the blood, your skin starts tingling, starts crawling, starts burning just a little bit.
What diet's he on?
It feels very uncomfortable.
But I'm looking at the seafloor. I'm underwater. Swimming. You know?
He's asking what he
diet's
sees,
on
not he
the floor?
feels.
Oh, well. You're seeing.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking up at the top. I'm looking straight at the floor.
Okay.
Where her body may be. I'm looking for her body.
Yeah, you're looking down, and it's like your eyes start burning, and you're feeling like the need to try and close your eyes, and try and shut out all that feeling that you're getting.
So he just swam into a very dense cloud of chlorine.
Only a Constitution saving throw.
I love metaphors.
Okay.
I think that's a
A
metaphor.
12.
You close your eyes just long enough to try and clear that.
Make
feeling.
my eyes hurt. Like seriously, you're
And
like
yeah.
making me think of them. And I realize how annoyed they are
It was
because
like-
I've been staring at paper and screens all
You
day.
feel like this, her blood is almost
Oh, you and I are going in the morning.
hurting by being in the vicinity, and you're seeing, you're not actually seeing a
Saturday.
body.
You said tomorrow.
Saturday, I mean.
Yeah. Don't be my mom. Don't think tomorrow's Saturday.
But yeah, you don't actually see a body. You see a bunch of fish, basically. Hey, roll me a perception check just to see if her eyes are playing tricks on you or not.
Go to the bathroom right quick. Because my character is passively doing something.
James, when you get back, can you bring me a bag of Bees Doritos and a Game Fuel? Thank you.
At the 13.
You're looking around. It's like, no, she's definitely not here. But you notice the fish are swimming towards you. You also see a little glint of something on the ocean, or on the riverbed.
And is the treasure scent going off?
Oh yeah.
And what direction is its glint coming from?
It's coming from downriver.
Down past where the
Down towards the area. Further
I mean the water.
further towards the waterfall, but it's underwater. It's not like it's beyond the point where he's controlling it.
So it's beyond where he.
Does he notice anything else from the fairy fire? Now that he's closer down into it?
Well, that glint is covered with like the purple glow.
It's green.
Glow, yeah.
I fly down when I see him go into the water.
So I'm gonna go over towards that. If I have to, if I have to, I'll get out and go around, and I will go.
Okay.
And
You get to it, and you find you find like a unified cult badge that looks like it's been ripped from a piece of something bigger.
okay, so I'm gonna pick it up.
All I got is code red and that stuff you just drank.
That's what I said.
It's a game fuel, not
That is
red.
game fuel. No, the code red isn't the game fuel. The mango stuff is game fuel.
He's criticism.
Sorry. Anyways.
Oh my god, that's gonna take a while.
Roll me for everybody here. Roll me a perception check.
Alright.
6.
Solid.
18.
My passive perception is 14.
Do you also roll for me?
Yeah, but it's really dark letters.
I got
Very small.
Thank you very much.
What is Rudy's perception?
Plus 7 or 8 or something.
Plus 10.
Rudy perception is plus 7.
7? Okay, well I got a 26.
Okay.
And Rudy got a 14.
I got
Okay. James, what did you get?
What I roll?
Perception.
From earlier or from just
No,
now?
from right now.
Okay, I just got here.
Sorry.
His max is 6. Those are the cards I got. Anything that isn't
15.
You guys notice the fish are swimming towards sun in a pack like wolves.
They're kippers. Got it.
And I think, wow, we could have fish for dinner if I could shoot a couple of them.
I'm having a net.
You specifically notice that they look like they've got murder in their eyes.
Slaughterfish.
I take my lightning bolt out and I
No,
stick
you
in a
didn't
regular.
see that.
No, I just stick in a regular bolt because I want to fish.
Okay. Roll for initiative.
Go ahead and roll.
2.
Can I get a sneak attack because I'm
What's
just
Rudy's
trying
bonus?
to catch some fish?
I didn't bring any of
Rudy
my
has a plus
books.
4.
I'll bet you my new monster manual would have had some really cool fish in it.
Alright, I got a
I'll
2 and
remember
Rudy has an
any,
11.
if there are. But undoubtedly,
So kippers are the only fish in here.
there's a swarm of kippers.
Okay, we'll be under swarm of kippers then.
Yeah, medium swarm of tiny beasts. They're really, really mean.
This is really bad.
They make great
Actually,
BS for when you have a desert that has magical sandstorms and there's fish that swim in the sand. And then it's a sandstorm and they fly through the air. What?
10-kilometer area, 3 of them.
Nice.
Those
Have fun.
are gonna. That's about 6 miles.
Can I see one of your D20s?
Walk.
Which one?
Any?
And at the most,
Sharper
those
edges,
I've had.
rounder edges.
Doesn't matter.
I'm just saying I rolled these.
Can I get a
myself, so
surprise
can
attack on the fish? Because I'm just fishing.
I'm just looking at the numbers on them, where they're
Can
positioned.
somebody check and see if they've got dog poop on their shoes?
That's the cheese
I'm good.
and the pizza you're
I'm good.
I was gonna say, I think it's just pizza.
It's good smelling cheese.
dog poop
And that
pizza.
would be my sinus infection talking.
Or else somebody's eating dog poop pizza.
I haven't even been out in my yard lately. The dog spends more time inside than he does
All right,
outside.
I'm trying to catch some of the fish.
I need to replace this D20.
I miss. Oh no, I'm lucky. I get to roll that one again.
There are new ones over there for only $1.
No, I'm just thinking to myself, it's
They've got some real beautiful ones.
Okay, I
bad.
got
It's
20,
just a bunch of the lower numbers are
20 to
clustered
hit the
together.
fish. To hit a fish.
And he has 2 open fists.
Yeah,
Maybe a
they'll
spin
hit.
down counter then.
It's not.
Okay.
It was specifically for a game that used D20s. It's just the numbers are, they're not, like the numbers aren't adjacent, there's just a bunch of the smaller ones clustered together. And a bunch of larger
33
ones
damage
clustered
to the
together.
fish.
By themselves. Nothing around. It's one of the best we can.
Because I don't know
They're
it's
not the
anything
same like
but
this.
fish.
They're not
At
systematically
this
different.
point.
No, look, see, well even if they are, like look, okay, here, we got 14, 16, 18, and 20 all next to each other. And then over here, if I go to like 2,
14,
it's got 2,
16.
8, 7, and 3.
14, 16, 18,
14,
and
16,
20.
20.
Yeah, they're all together.
No, that was,
They're all together on a regular die.
Yeah.
Let me-
Yeah, you really don't need to look at 5 sides at once. Just do that and then turn a corner.
Every Reaver is range 10.
So what happens when I shoot one of the fish?
No, see, my point is like
Do 33
your
damage.
14 has 4, 6, and 20 next
I
to it.
think
Mine
that
has
would kill a
18,
fish.
15, and 20.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's
You
weird.
have impaled one of the fish to the riverbed.
Damn, I wanted that fish. I'm not going down there to get it.
Your 2.
I yelled at Son. I go,
12,
Son, I
18,
just
and
stuck
20.
one of those fish
Mine
to the
has 3,
riverbed. You want to
7.
bring it up? We
Yeah,
can
I hate 2 and
roast
20
it.
being next to each other. It's like, yeah,
Okay,
it's a 20.
son, what
No,
you
it's
get
a 2.
for initiative?
God damn it.
21.
This went like
Vendrick.
this. It went 1, 5,
You got an 11.
Stop.
Lynn.
22.
You got what?
Got a 22. Plus 4, 18.
R.
Yeah.
2.
Kel.
14.
I rolled a
What's your
1.
bonus to initiative?
You gotta have more.
What?
Shouldn't your bonus to initiative be
You
4?
gotta have more initiative than that.
How do you
Dex.
determine initiative?
Dex
Dex.
modifier.
I rolled a 1 and I added 1 to it for my
Your
dex.
dex is 1. Oh my god.
My dex modifier is 1.
Oh, I feel sorry
I'm
for
sorry.
It's the most unpleasant stat to have low.
It's only my 3rd lowest stat behind Constitution and Wisdom. I mean 3rd highest.
3rd highest. Oh lord.
I got a 13.
We should let him roll again.
Well, like I said, I got a +5 in dex too.
Even if it was higher, I still rolled a 1.
I got alert. Give me an extra +5.
Oh, right.
So that's how I got the 21.
I don't imagine the 2 was going to make much more difference than a 4.
Nah.
Does that thing have a name, Alex?
A what?
That thing.
That's Emrakul.
That's what?
I'm pretty sure that's Emrakul.
Are you sure it's not Tezzeret?
No, it's definitely Emrakul if it's one of the main 3.
I thought it was main 4.
Is there a 4th one now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if it's not the new one, it's
They're
Emrakul.
talking about a Magic the Gathering poster for. I was watching.
Is it a giant diamond?
No, it's a
No,
purple
it's a giant jellyfish.
purple onion with
That's a
kind
good
of
way to
reddish
look at it.
burgundy tentacles.
It's a giant
It
purple
looks like he's got a
jellyfish.
diamond thing
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that's
I'm pretty-
Emrakul.
on an all.
Yeah, that's Emrakul. Tezzeret's like this giant hedron diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's called the Tesseract, yeah. Or Tesseract.
Yeah, that's Emrakul.
Okay.
Okay.
Like mythos or something? I understand it's from magic, but that doesn't mean magic can't have mythos shit.
Everything's like in Magic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Like
is
there's
it
not
mythos,
there's
yes
not
or no?
stuff. What do you mean mythos?
Cthulhu is
Not-
mythos.
Let's play
It's kind of
D&D.
inspired by, but it's not really.
Merlin.
Yes.
It's your
I don't have
turn.
my model of that picture on my phone yet. Make that my background.
What do the fish do when I spear one of them?
Yeah, what the hell do I
Both of them
perceive?
start going after it.
Oh, they're eating it. They're cannibals.
They're not smart enough to be cannibals. It's just food to them.
I go, boy, I'm glad I didn't use one of my good arrows.
I have a question.
Yes.
What happens when you cast fire into water?
There is an answer for that.
Find it in the book. I was gonna say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's an answer.
Does it work or does it just steam?
Fire underwater.
I don't remember where the hell that's from. I think it's an
Carry
I'm
them
probably
up.
thinking of Shadowrun because there's a thing about that in Shadowrun. And like the whole, don't summon a fire elemental underwater. It's
Yeah, he
not
suddenly
pleasant
fizzles
for
out.
anyone.
There he goes.
Yeah, it'll piss him off, and then you'll have angry spirits.
And the group I was playing with last night, we had a Githyank and a Githrai in the same party. And boy, talk about an interesting group. Oh, I was basically, I'm playing Sun in that. I had to go, I grabbed both of them. Hey, you two, have you ever met?
So we're certain these fish are now hostile.
Let me put it this way: as soon as I tell you to roll for initiative, there's something hostile all around.
Well,
So
I'm probably the one that noticed their hostility more than anybody else.
Yeah.
I'm in the water with them, so gee, I'm gonna probably notice it a lot quicker.
I mean, we can move on. I mean, my turn's probably going to be last, so I just need to answer by then. Yeah.
I think we'll know by then.
Yeah. So if you want to move on
book
with
gives you underwater combat, so need a DM book. Although we've clarified how fast you move in water if you don't have a swim, it's just difficult terrain. Although if it's rough water, you may need a check to just move at all.
Yeah, I'd say you would definitely have to check into this.
all I need to know is this, do fire spells work? Because like 90% of what I have is fire.
And as soon as I got what I was gonna grab, I mean, I'm gonna swim up anyways. Anyway,
I figured out.
I'll pull
got an extra
out my
backpack I
great
can
sword
put on my books.
and freeze. Water in front of me. Freeze.
You freeze it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Myrtlein, what are you doing?
I was asking you if I perceive what's going
The moment
on.
they get
Yes.
inflamed,
I specifically said that you were one of the people who
No, you
saw.
pointed at him and him. I got a
I pointed at you guys.
great
You
sword.
pointed with 2 fingers at them. I was not included. Okay.
Well, establishing what's correct and not what is incorrect.
Alright, so I know there are hostile fish.
Yeah. And Son definitely knows they're hostiles.
Magic missile.
That's it.
There were 3 different groups of fish.
They each get a missile. One takes 2, another takes 4, and one takes 5.
So
Tell me to
take
split
4,
damage.
that's
Fine, I got
4.
magic missile.
2, 4, and 5.
Yes. So I will ruin all of the enemy's days at the same time.
Is that it?
Yes.
Son.
Basically, did I grab what down there? I'm going to swim up. I've got the great sword out, and if I have to, I've got it in the other thing clutched in my hand, and I will use the freeze to my friend.
Okay, so you're swimming up to the surface and towards the
Shore.
Towards the shore. Okay.
I'm getting out.
Well, let me do a strength check.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, also, I would probably say that swimming, it would fall under the skill of athletics.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's,
An 11 plus 19.
makes
Okay, you make it there very expediently.
I'm also extremely athletic. And of course, they couldn't surprise me even if they wanted. Because I have alert.
Alert's so overpowered.
It adds a +5 to my,
The whole damn thing's overpowered.
and I cannot be surprised. Why do you think I
Well,
took
not
it?
level 1.
Oh, Alex, you have a DM book, of course.
Yeah.
You really ought to go, like, when you start making, like, anything yourself, go through all this stuff. It gives you a lot of
what
good
I've
stuff
done.
to work with. Like, all these different terrains and hazards and stuff. Do that shit. That's what it's here for. I forget the stuff.
Yeah. I know all about that.
I read, like, the whole Shadowrun. I read all of the Shadowrun books, except that, and
I've gone through
other
the
stuff that I
book
don't
while
have
was
yet.
making things before, and I've done it recently as
Okay,
well.
let's play.
else. Oh, I haven't finished that one.
Okay.
Good point.
Count.
Did he freeze the water?
Yeah, because it's fire.
Well, not really
Yeah,
jumping out at you. They're just sort of coming up to the edge as you try.
If they would have came toward me, they would. I had the sword out ready to hit them with freezing water around me. And the water would freeze. And it is a nice sword, so.
Are they on the surface or are they down below?
They're up towards the surface now.
I drop a firewater cask. I throw a firewater cask right on top of a group of them.
James, how does that work?
It's an area effect. He selects the area, throws it, and it does 2d6 damage to all things, taking a dex check. They make a dex check. Say, whatever.
So how many fish are in each group?
The number of their hit.
Yeah, that's like
Okay, we got nothing on fire underwater.
We just gonna assume it works then? What?
Well, they're up on the surface now, so
Oh, they are?
they're
It
swimming
brings the
on
whole
the
Jaws
surface.
thing to mind.
Okay,
They
whatever.
did a wonderful job of making sure that shark could get you in those movies.
Okay, what do I need to do?
It's good writing.
Well, if
Okay.
you do the cask, it's just they make a dex throw, isn't it? And then
Yeah.
they take damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Alex,
You just need to roll the damage, I think.
Yeah.
just take a quick little look at this.
that's 19.
Against what?
Against what? Yeah.
That's a good question. I can't remember.
What? I assume the item profile says what
Each
the.
one of them
Yeah,
have to
me. I
throw,
made the
or-
things. They use my spell save. I have a 17 for spell save.
Okay,
So
well,
they evade then.
They take a d6. Well, they take both
half
d6s, but half it.
Rudy, what'd you want to say?
3 and half.
I sent you a thing, so if you want to do like climbing speed or swim speed,
Oh,
this seems to be the general consensus about it.
Do what now?
he sent me a thing on Skype.
Took 1 damage.
1 damage to each of them.
Wait, what did you roll?
There's only 2 swarms up near the
You rolled a
surface. The one
3
Yeah,
total?
with 2 d6s.
Would you get a 2 and a 1?
Yep.
The only possible outcome, actually.
Yeah.
Every other throw will be better than that now.
Of course. When you're not rolling, it's usually when you get the best roll.
Number 1, okay. The first swarm gets done eating the dead people, full in its group, and begins to join from the
That's
other
creepy.
group. Huh?
Nothing.
I assume you mean that other dead fish.
Yes, that's
Say
what I
people. Okay.
Self-consumption is creepy.
And they swim over to the rest of the swarm.
Is this Helen Ray?
Is she fish?
That'd be cool. That's the one thing that you can't polymorph into, though, is
Did her
swarms.
blood affect the fish?
I mean, it's horseshit. There's like weird, trippy, magic people that turn into swarms all the time. Disney does it all the time. Like, proud
But
about
now it's true polymorph.
Well, only one of them is the real one. The other ones are all just summoned. They summon a bunch of bats, and then they have one real one, and that flies off.
Roll trip 6s here. It stops. We go over to Harris and we break the
Who's
not
that?
a discussion for now.
Oh, there's a swarm of fish or whatever is attacking.
Swarm of fish. The swarm of fish which begins trying to jump out of the water at Sun. That's a natural 20 plus 5 to hit, so that'll be 46 points of damage.
Oh, put it back in the box.
Could have frozen when you had a chance.
Where'd they go?
16.
I thought all that did was put fire.
Can you move the camera up a little bit?
There's nothing on the table right
I was
now.
thinking that.
Oh, there isn't?
No.
Okay, that's 16 points of damage.
I kind of miss the rounded tables. I like the wall.
I only take 1 point of damage.
But now there are a bunch of fish clinging to you. You are now all being nommed on by a fleet of piranhas. Vendrick!
I don't know why they just don't call them piranhas. They gotta call them kippers. It makes them sound so incredibly unthreatening.
Original.
So gay.
How far away am I from Sun?
Gay fish. You're on the flying carpet.
Yeah, I was about to say you're in the immediate vicinity. Trick shot them off with your boomerang. That'd be cool.
Actually, if
Didn't know that.
If this was Wind Waker, you could do that.
I love that boomerang.
I
those
would love if I was
squids.
able to multi-target with the boomerang.
Squids with all the eyes.
You can't, but it'd still be funny if you could.
That'd be great, though.
An item.
Make it an upgrade.
You found the upgraded magic boomerang.
Alright.
He's close.
No, you can't.
The one in Wind
multi-
Waker was way cooler than the
Yeah,
one
you-
in Twilight Princess.
You can't multi.
James,
You just got
how many, is Shatter a second or third level spell?
Shatter is second.
I haven't used any of my second slots, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna shatter the fish still in the water, the two groups in there.
Hey, make a save, Alex. Man, I roll horrible.
I thought Morgan was rolling for me.
Have him do that. I was rolling the damage.
What's the?
What am I rolling?
3d8s.
3d8s.
What's the dex? What's the save for?
17
Tom.
to the damage is what I rolled.
18 and 12.
The 18 made it, the 12 didn't.
The 12 fails, 18 makes it. 18 takes half of 17.
Wait, it's an electrical. It's an
No, it's
electrical
thunder
thing, right?
damage.
Thunder
Yep.
damage.
It's a spell, Alex. Kate, stay on track.
Yeah, it's a sound though. Thunder is sound, right?
No, it's Shatter.
Shatter does thunder damage. It's a sound. It's
And sound does double damage in water.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is roll at advantage.
roll them at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because we don't roll squat. Because it's a spell.
Except the
Spells
damage.
don't. Yeah,
Right.
spells don't proc like most other shit.
Well, if we were
You can't
making
crit
spell
with
attacks.
most- I know.
So that's-
okay,
but
you
it's
can't
not.
crit with most spells. You only crit with a spell attack. And you can't get a sneak bonus with a spell that doesn't have an attack.
Okay, so that'll be 13.
So I can't fireball.
That'll be 13 and 18
Base ones.
still.
Skyrim now has a spell.
Wait, you like one thing rolled 18 twice?
I get
What?
scorching ray things.
That one fish group rolled 18 twice?
Sorry, no. Oh, I rolled a crit and a 19.
I know.
For the
Alright. Alright, so one group takes 17 damage, the other group
second
just takes 8?
17 and the other one takes 8.
What?
Did you roll?
17?
I know total.
17.
It's on 3 dice. You're not rolling a d20
Oh,
and getting
I
a
rolled a 2, an
17.
8, and a 7.
Okay, thank you. It's like I only saw the 2. I was like, what the hell? You rolled really high. Awesome. I rolled a 1, a 2.
What's the range on that?
range? Is 100 feet.
100 feet.
That's not that far. I thought that was something else. I'm looking here. One moment.
No, wait, what's the radius?
Radius is 10 feet.
But,
No.
you gotta ask radius for those kind of spells, not range, because range is how far I can cast it.
Yeah, the water basically doubled the radius of the spell.
That makes sense. That's a good way to do it. I like that. That's an excellent scaling. I'm looking for Shatter. Shatter is not a...
A bunch of fish are now either jelly or belly up.
Discord an uncompleted quest card.
I'm pretty sure no sound is going to turn something inside out.
Anybody else? You're here now. What about uncompleted cards?
Hey guys.
Hey, Greg. Hey,
By
Greg.
the way, tomorrow should be squared, hopefully.
Cool.
What I got?
Without being circled.
Oh, you did? That's awesome.
Yeah, this like came out days ago.
Yeah, I know. I just saw it.
What does he mean by squared? What do you mean squared? Tomorrow
Without circling.
Tomorrow back there, I've got sliders coming in. I'm gonna see if when you like slide across the whole issue. I think besides people like bending up and bending backwards and stuff.
Right.
I just want everyone to realize that that can be taken away. So then it
What about putting a security camera back there on it?
You might think about getting like an office chair with the rollers on it.
those cost way too much. Way too much.
I mean,
Oh, I know.
That's why
And plus, they have a lot of them have arms, and we have big guys, and they can't get in the arms. So then we have to have no arms and
That's
all
why
that.
they break the little chairs. Okay, thanks.
It can make you a bunch of chairs out of pallets.
Like that. Yeah. That's why players like whenever I've found a really good office chair on the side of the road, I've always stuck with it.
How about a TV on the side of the road? How's that going?
Oh, I haven't even.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you got way too much stuff that you got to do for other people.
I've been doing social studies. Studying.
That's my most hated subject.
Alright, so whose turn is it now?
The second swarm.
It's way cooler in college because then you get to pick like out of the million things that are contained within that class, the cool stuff, like sociology.
How many fish are in a swarm, by the way?
You ready?
It does not give you an exact thing. If you wanted to count every single fish as a single hit point, that makes sense.
Yeah, there are 28 in a single swarm.
That's a majority of one swarm dead then.
So they killed one swarm?
About,
Was it what I said or what that?
there a bunch of fish jumped out to try and hit Sun, but they jumped up, flop, 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 flop,
On what?
on
the ground. They
So they missed.
hopped out of the water to try and attack Sun.
But they
That's
missed.
what a low intelligence score gets.
And wound up
It's so pretty too.
Yeah.
that's a good looking book. And now they're all just
So it's got like that paper pulp all up in it, like yours does.
and they're flopping on the shore now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to suffer.
Number 3.
In the bathroom.
And the third swarm is now on the riverbank as well. Combat end, we're done.
Okay.
All right.
Run! Anyone run! Run!
I got a 2 for initiative. I didn't even get to move.
No, they all stranded themselves on land before they could even.
How did they do that?
Let him attack one of them.
No, I'm fine. Just,
Do you want to make us some roast fish?
Ooh, does have stuff.
Go ahead.
Whoa!
I'm good.
What are all the ones that are on Sun?
No, how did they all strand themselves though?
Because they were
They
jumping
jumped
out.
to try to bite him.
I was about to say, I was thinking they rolled
Swarms
ones.
rolled once.
1 in 40 chance that that happened, then it did.
It's not even. It's less than that. And it's like
Yeah, it's 1 in 400 to get 2 1s on.
2 D20s? No, it's a 1 in 40.
It's 1 in 400.
no, it would be 2 in 40. It'd be 1 in 20.
No, to roll exactly 1 on 2 D20s is a 1 in 400 chance. Because you have to roll 1 in 20, and then based on that, you have to roll 1 in 20 again.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
So
say.
it's 1/20th times 1/20th. It's 1 in 400.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is it's a 1 in 400
That's your
chance
odds.
that happens.
It doesn't change if you do them one at a time, or if you do them both at the same.
Still,
it's
the
1 in
odds
40.
of
No, it's
rolling a 1 and a 1.
400.
That's the odds.
Like, dude, what?
It's not the odds of rolling a 1 once across 2 dice. It's the odds of rolling a 1 twice across 2 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
the odds of
multiplies.
rolling 220s is rare.
So what happens next?
That's why it pays off so much when you roll 2 1s.
Do we get experience for the fish killing themselves?
Okay, you guys get.
Hey, I'm on the content.
You guys get.
I attacked the first one.
I didn't
I
do
set them on
anything.
fire.
You guys get 750 times 3 divided amongst y'all. Let me find out what that is.
That's almost as much as Helen, right?
2250. It's 2250 divided by
Divided by
5.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
45. 450.
Yeah.
I can't read elf in Shadowrun. Regardless, this person has a 12 for charisma.
I mean, my human's got a 9.
Goodbye.
Okay, what is level 10? Is it 84,000 even?
85,000 even.
I mean 11. 85,000.
11 is much harder. Yeah, 85,000 is 11.
You get your choice, or do you have to take what's up top?
Yep. 85.
Yeah, I know, but he doesn't get an entry card.
I need 1,000 more points
That's
to
what you were
level up.
saying, he gets an entry card. Okay, no, he doesn't.
Okay.
I was trying to decide if you get your choice, or now I guess you just get
Well, that's nice.
So where's Helen Ray?
3 o'clock in the morning because she wakes me up.
He's probably just looking weird with that build.
Oh,
Listen, guys, I don't think we should eat these fish.
yeah.
They turned weird when they got the
roll me an
blood.
investigation check.
All of us?
Anybody who wants to.
Which check?
Investigation.
I got a 17.
I got a 14. Piece of shit.
I got a 17.
How about Rudy?
What is Rudy's? Investigation.
I got
I have
He
really
crit.
bad investigation.
Okay.
Crit.
Plus 4.
So you got a 24. I got a 20.
Okay. These fish are bright red. They have murder in their eyes, and they now have gigantic teeth.
They're definitely going to be roasted at least.
I'm not eating any of it. They look weird to me.
And I'm going to...
We had to roll investigation to determine that.
The level of detail.
If we eat these fish, we could end up like them.
A survival check.
Who? Anybody wants to eat them?
Anybody who wants to.
I ain't gonna eat them.
Nope.
I'm just going to...
I pull out a piece of
Crit.
I pull out a
This
piece
is
of
not
beef.
natural for these.
I got a
fish in this
22.
area of the world.
And Rudy
No
got
shit.
a 17.
I was gonna
plus.
say that's not actually survival.
I got a 22 and Rudy
Is
got
that
a
a nature
21.
check then?
Yes.
I forgot if there was a nature in this or not. So I said survival.
Yeah, there is a nature, but...
Yeah, my
So this is a nature
It's a
check?
nature check, yeah.
Okay, well then I got
I got 25.
That'd be a 13 to me.
I got a 13 and Rudy got
I got a 13 also.
his nature.
Rudy nature.
Rudy got a
3.
crit, so it doesn't
You
matter.
got no, not for this one. It's a 4. So
Oh,
so
that's
you got
right,
a
I didn't
21.
do this one.
Yeah,
It's a 20.
it's a 4.
Because I don't
This is the
decide I
updated
ain't
sheet.
nothing.
Oh, okay.
The old sheet.
Or if nothing else, I'm going to
All right,
put
so you got a 21.
And you could burn them up, but I wouldn't eat them.
after I cut their heads off.
Yeah, these fish. Yeah, we need another purple.
This might be the essence of Helen Ray.
What in the ever-loving hell do kippers look like?
There's a picture on like the next or previous page right there.
We can last again, but I'm not.
It's in there. Just look. Just flip a couple pages.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they're fucking piranhas. They already look like what you described.
Okay, yeah. So these things should be kind of salmon-y in this area of the world, but they have now transformed into salmon piranhas.
That's a big, scary piranha.
Well, salmon are silver looking, except the ones that go upstream to bait, and then they turn red. So
Or a pinkish red. Yeah.
some of them are pinkish, some of them are bright red.
Yeah. That's why I said or.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sockeye can turn pink or bright red.
I sampled
Anywhere in
the
that
fish.
What do you do?
Stick the fish in my hat, and I'm going to experiment on them later.
Okay. How many?
4.
Okay.
Has the
You see
trail
about 4 more flying into your hat.
has the
Now
trail
I have 8.
Then 4 more.
has the
Got
trail of
plenty of
blood
fish.
moved past the
Can you give
where
me a
I've stopped
grade on
or
that
made the
blood?
water flow
The
upstream?
water has moved past that. And he's pretty much distilled all of the blood.
No, I mean that stream of blood that was moving downstream, has it moved beyond where I was causing the water to flow upstream?
It's where you were blocking it.
Are you just talking about the stuff from where you were blocking it? Or are you talking about...
Did it seep out of his blockage?
No.
Okay, well my blockage was ahead. It extended ahead of where the blood was when I cast it.
I was about to say that.
more
It's
than
100 feet long.
It's a 100-foot cube. We established it covers the entire breadth and depth of the river there.
Yeah, and plus some down, up and down.
Yeah.
So yeah, he pretty much caught the damn thing in it.
So if it
Unless it
moved
was a
past, it
greater
would have
than a
had to have
100
been
foot
made to move past that section because the water was flowing upstream at that point for that 100-foot cube.
No, there was no water or going around your cube, if that's what you're asking.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm saying, has it like
What
gone
happened to the
past that
blood?
point? Yeah. Is it still in that area, or has
Yes,
it has it gone through it?
The blood is still in that area.
Okay. Because I think if Helen Ray was alive and was just pouring that out, if she had swam upstream through that part, then the blood would be trailing past that.
You see Sutton looking at that thing for the symbol with the symbol of the United Cult. He's got it in his hand. Hey, look, it shows it to you. I found that down there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was shiny and he swam down there to get it and then you swam away from the fish. Now, here's my thinking. They might have ripped that off of Helen Ray while they ate her. Because she was bleeding, so they would have went nuts and ate her. Probably ate her up to nothing.
I mean, she was probably unconscious after everything we did to her.
Yeah, well,
We can't guarantee that Helen Ray's gone, but there's no way to track her at this point.
well, at the fish.
Also, who rolled the highest nature check?
I did.
Would you roll?
25.
Wait, I thought I crit.
Oh.
No, that was on the investigation check.
I critted.
before.
Okay, James.
Yes.
You notice that not only are these fish mutated to not be kind of what they are supposed to be, you also note there's supposed to be flying fish in this area. Look, there's a species of flying salmon that lives in this area that swims back up this waterfall to mate, and they're missing their wings.
So that's where she got wings.
That's funny.
While
you're looking at me, can I get like a grade on that blood? So I have a...
He managed to distill it.
No, I mean like, is it tainted, standard, something, pure, whatever? I got a 25.
Okay, what scale are you working off of?
Any scale you want to use. Just, a scale that is, there's a middle ground, and then there's a higher and a lower, of course. You've played RPGs, think equipment grades.
Yes, I know, that's what I'm thinking of it.
Like, this is practically holy water right now, because I purified the hell out of it. If it was water, it would be, like, worthy of being holy water.
Satan water,
Like,
maybe.
this is clean ass shit. It's like I filtered it through all kinds of stuff.
Can't figure anything out with that. Okay, so you've mostly been able...
I just want a name.
Yeah, you've mostly been able to clean out the water and make sure it's all right. It's not pure, but
didn't think
it's
so.
mostly pure. I will call it mostly pure.
I'll figure a thing out and I'll run it by you.
Yeah, just write down mostly pure for now.
Alright, so now what?
Superior works.
No, you don't have a tape measure. You're showing them a game.
Well, I would.
Yeah,
So-
it's like, it's like if I roll a 30.
Down to like there's 100% purity up at the top.
Yeah, which would be like a 30. I got a 25, so this is superior blood, or whatever.
And then at the bottom it would be like worthless.
Yeah, of
It's like
course.
I'm sorry.
so tainted you can't even tell what it is.
Yeah, it's dirty.
That's a good one, Jay.
So superior makes sense. Just give him support.
Alright, so what are we doing now?
S-U-P-E-R-I-O-N.
I think what we're doing now is deciding what to do now.
Whoa.
Can you spell excellent?
What? No.
Yeah, C-E-L-L-E-N-T.
He's gonna let you do it.
You, Pat, you're closer.
Andy Rod's like, there's no
Your voice
Can't
sticks
spell
out.
anything. I'm poor
Now,
speller in the
superior
universe.
again, slower.
S-U-P-E-R-I-O-R.
No, R. It's okay. S-U-P.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to him.
S-U-P-E-R. Super.
Okay.
E.
Thank you.
So,
R. Yeah.
I got the ER. I said that.
Yeah.
all right.
Okay.
So
Super.
you said he dammed up the area, right?
And then another ER, and then.
So there's no water beyond that point.
No, just
spell it.
No,
Spell
that's
normal. Spell normal.
S-U-P-E-R-E-R-I-O-R.
So it is two
So,
R's.
Yes.
is there any like flopping fish beyond like the area where he dammed up, or like?
They all swam down with the rest of the river.
I mean, unless I've gotten confused by all this.
I just want to know what's happening because you said he dammed it up. I just want to know, like, is there like an empty part of like the river where like, there would be fish, or just like?
What I did was that I took a 100-foot cube in the water, which covers the entire depth and breadth of the river, and I made that section begin flowing upstream.
So from there on down, it's empty now.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is there any like?
Yeah, from there on down, it ran over the waterfalls and it's gone. There's no river there at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is there anything in the barren river?
That's happening.
That would be your decision.
I'm looking at the riverbed where it's dry.
And
Going
the
over
sun is out there looking around in the muck to see what's there.
Treasure.
See if he can find one of Helen Ray's teeth.
Dang.
You're definitely confused.
Okay, yeah. I'm confused, because everybody else was confused, and it threw me off.
It's okay. I'm just saying.
problem, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna consult the phone from now because I actually have a spell checker now.
Is that an actual headphone jack?
Probably. Someone's.
Me? Yeah, that's what I'm using.
Oh no, my phone's about to die. That doesn't do anything. It's out of minutes.
Anyways.
This is better.
Turn it off before it dies.
You won't do any good. I'll turn off if I don't open it. Piece of shit.
So what now?
Wait, why would someone have to swim when you can just fly into the water? You could just flew
He was
out.
going down to check things out in the water.
You
but
don't fly in the water.
Wait, couldn't you have flown out of the water?
He didn't think of that.
I could have, but I didn't really think about it.
He was enjoying
Nobody
swimming.
else did.
How come you
He's
didn't
watching me on a carpet.
How come you didn't think of that and tell him?
I was busy shooting fish.
Because I don't want to interrupt someone's actions.
Shooting fish in a barrel.
So what it is, we can use
How
some
kind.
magic
Alright, so the
missile. We're
river
not gonna
stopped for
miss.
10 minutes. If we're going to do anything in the water in that interim, we're going to try to look for Helen Ray in the water. That's how long we have. If we're going to do that.
And I also tell you about burning, how stuff was burning my eyes.
Yeah, if you got any of that stuff on your hands, you notice that that stuff was tingling all on your hands.
Does he also have Devil's Sight now?
It was like for me.
No,
I didn't touch it.
no. Just it feels really unclean for having just been in the water.
Well, I mean, he can go douse himself up in that giant dam we made.
Alchemist, I'm used to this weird shit.
Yep. So what
Why
now?
I'm getting test subjects and whatnot.
Well, if we aren't going to find her, we can always just head back, or we can just keep tossing spells into the river and hopefully get rid of her for good, or we can just... you know what? Like, I'm going to go right up to where he dammed it up, and I'm just going to start swimming in it, just to find her.
You want to talk to Son about this?
Sun's down at the other end.
Because he was down. Oh.
And I
Yeah, but-
I sat there and I told y'all what happened to me.
I'm going to be safe in the water. I remember my necklace?
If you get too close to it, it's gonna start tingling. I'm telling you all this.
Yeah, but I should be safe from it.
That blood's gonna start tingling, and
But I should be
your
safe
eyes
from
will
it.
start burning.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Hey, you've been warned.
I'm going to be safe from it.
Roll a tingle.
Tingle, tingle, kudo, limpa.
And just for good measure, I'll cast protection from good and evil on myself.
Good. And evil.
Well, hang on. What are you doing? You're going.
I'm gonna go
in the river.
Okay. So you're going into the water. Are you casting protection from good and evil on yourself right now?
Yep.
Yes, as he's diving into the water, he's casting. He's looking.
And remember, I have the necklace of adaptation, so I should be able to breathe underwater just fine.
Okay.
It also will protect me from it.
1944.
Oh, thank you.
It's 7:45.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm basically wearing an invisible hazmat suit, so I shouldn't be affected by the tingliness.
Okay, so you get in.
That's cool.
You get into the water, and it's like you have basically like perfect clarity of vision, and as if you weren't in water at all.
It does give you underwater visibility in the DM book.
Now, hang on a second.
And all that.
That basically he ends at about the at about the end where the blood wasn't, or the dilution stops.
So he can see where the blood was, but not where the blood
Your regular old underwater vision kicks in. Oh, that is sweet.
I found that on accident when I got it. I was like, oh hey. It's like the most hidden thing ever.
Yeah.
Rudy, I got my phone in the mail finally.
Neat.
Not the first phone.
Yeah, this is a new one from eBay.
Cool.
Okay. Talk to us.
Okay. Beyond that, the regular thanks of water sight kick in.
Okay, where it's clear, does he see Helen Ray's body?
No.
Your laptop doesn't have Wi-Fi, does it? Of course it does. Yeah, you're connected to Narvi now.
Why?
I can't even imagine. What good would a laptop be if you can't have Wi-Fi? It's
That's a good question.
It's cool if I can connect to the printer.
Okay.
To move my water heat.
Anything else?
Is your thing called Dungeon?
What?
Someone's Wi-Fi is called Dungeon.
Yes, it's the Dungeon Wi-Fi extender in the back.
So I don't see anything about her in there?
This laptop's probably not a network.
Does he see anything?
Basically, you just see like the corpses of fish. Basically it. That's all you see.
Alright, I was gonna send Rudy a picture. But, yeah.
Even in the bloodied area, I don't see anything.
In the bloody areas where you can see everything.
Yeah, you see like regular stuff you'd expect to see at a river bottom.
Nice, pretty rounded stones.
Yep.
Those are pretty.
Yeah.
You get a good one.
Now on a nice serene vacation.
I'll lean back against the tree. I come down to the...
It's raining. It's not vacation setting right now.
Lean back against the tree and take a nap.
In the rain.
It's still raining.
Pull my poncho over my head. Pull some oil cloth over my head. Take a nap.
I guess I'm gonna come out of the water then.
I'll Rudy onto the carpet.
Something you notice. What's has he taken any kind of anything?
Damage?
Yeah.
Rudy?
What's
No, I haven't taken any damage.
Okay.
well, you still feel a little bit invigorated after coming out of the water.
So I feel invigorated in the water.
Alright, right? Yes? True?
Yeah. What the world is going on?
Other games.
Cool thing.
3 or 4 other games going on.
Alright, so when I get out, I'm just gonna say, well, that made me feel better.
Okay, so Rudy went in the water and he came out feeling better than he did when he went in.
Do I get any temporary hit points from that, or?
Yeah, actually, you get 1 temporary hit point from that.
Yes.
I don't remember when they wear off. They do. They have an expiration date. I don't remember what.
Do you guys want to go down?
Oh yes, next rest.
Do you guys want to go downstream or something?
That's where I thought. That's where I thought I went.
No.
I was.
Well, further downstream is the waterfall, or what previously was a waterfall.
And now no longer a waterfall until the.
I'm gonna ignore the physics.
Now it's a cliff.
Water is done. Yes, now it's just a cliff with a big old.
Completely ignoring the physics. I'm saying I'm ignoring y'all with that.
Yeah, and I'm walking down the area where it's dry.
Because I casted Protection of Good and Evil on myself, you guys don't have Fly anymore.
Is that concentration? Okay, well I guess I fell in the water then.
Rudy broke reality again. Y'all thought y'all could fly.
He just fell in the water. The rest of us were already on the ground.
I'm still on a carpet.
Except Merlin, who was on the carpet.
Like I have a mobile observation.
So yeah, I was the only one that was still in the air.
Oh, you were still the only in the air? I thought you were on the ground.
No.
So you might want to cast Featherfall on him.
I'm only like 20 feet above the water. I think that's fine.
If it's
you fell into the water?
Yeah. Hurt yourself from that.
So he fell in the water, so it's not a biggie. Do you feel invigorated?
Do I feel invigorated?
No.
Okay.
You feel wet? Nothing because you fell in the pure water.
Yeah.
Does he have to swim?
Well, I wasn't necessarily above the pure water.
Oh, well,
I can cast control water at 300 feet range.
You feel kind of a little bit unclean. Not.
He feels soaked and annoyed.
Yeah,
does he have to swim through the blood to get to shore?
No, not nearly as bad as Sun did, though.
But you basically get the same feeling that I got.
Yeah, to a lesser degree, though.
I'm just gonna swim over to the shore then. My next opportunity. It's like orient myself.
The carpet.
What?
I present the carpet.
And
that's your carpet wet.
I'm getting on the carpet.
Thank you for not getting his carpet wet. That's very nice. Okay, Rudy climbs up on the carpet.
I already got him on the carpet.
You're already on the carpet. What the hell? Pay attention, Rudy.
Yeah.
I'm on the shoreline. I'm going to walk down to where the waterfall is just so I can look at further downriver.
Okay.
I wake up after my power nap of 2.5 seconds and
Okay.
I got a crappy 13 to investigation on the dry area.
On the dry riverbed?
Yeah, because it's not going to dry, especially because it's raining. Nothing's dry.
No.
Yeah, we're not worried about the carpet being wet. Carpet's already wet.
Right. I didn't say it. He did.
I can just swim to the side.
What the hell did you do?
What the what?
My phone.
What the heck did you do?
It turned itself off.
What did you do?
You get water insurance for that carpet.
It's magic. It's fully insured.
So anyways, he's going down, you don't really find any major treasure or anything. It's like a couple of gold coins.
It's a general scan. I'm not really...
Okay, you find some well-worn gold coins. These are very...
He's out there with his treasure sense.
I'm out there with Iron
He's
Man.
been out there the whole
Get your dowsing
time.
rod.
That's cool.
I've been out there the whole time.
That's ridiculously cool now. He's a metal detector.
Hey, I'm looking for the stuff.
See, I imagine as being a dowsing rod.
He would have found the gold because it would have been in the mud, and he would not have found the gold
Especially with a 13.
because he didn't have any way to check it.
Well, yeah, there is...
He's actively searching for gold.
My detect magic's on.
Yeah, there's gold pieces, silver pieces. You find a well-worn, copper brick.
I was like, his treasure chest.
Copper brick?
It's like he's not a metal detector. It's a valuableness detector. I'm a magic detector because I still have detect magic though.
Most things of metal are probably going to be of some value.
Yeah.
Well, it's under the criteria of Iron Fang's description.
Yeah.
I don't think copper would respond. I'm not sure. Depends on the description, like I said. If it's
Anything of value, of like good value.
Yeah, it depends, and then it's by the game master DM's criteria of what the hell valuable means, which apparently to Alex means a brick, which is fine.
Yeah. Copper would be.
As in like a gold brick.
I understood.
Yeah, copper would
It's a
be.
copper ingot. You should have said brick.
Yeah, it's
It'd be
considered
worth a
a
lot
pretzel.
back then.
It would be considered a pretzel.
Not a normal thing.
So how much like a copper brick is?
So I was trying to look over the edge.
1 pound brick of copper. Got it.
Yeah, 1
In
pound.
the book.
That'd be a 1 pound brick of copper.
It really will. That'd be like this big, but still.
Yeah,
Pretty dense.
whatever.
But
It's in one of these things. 1 pound of a material is given.
Have we exhausted our outcomes
looking
of
over
playing
the,
around in the mud?
He's looking over the cliff, he
Do
said.
you want a mud fight or?
No.
Okay. And looking over through the edge of the
I
cliff.
just want to look downriver, see if there's anything out of the ordinary besides the fact that water won't be flowing through parts of it.
Let me perception check.
I am detecting magic fast.
I go back to
That's a 24.
It didn't stop on the plastic either.
Well, you see that there is an encampment alongside kind of what used to be the river.
Okay, that's not really what I'm looking for, but that's something.
Are they freaking out?
I don't know what that means.
I would imagine.
Do I see people there?
Yes, I am doing what I just
How
said.
far
I'm
is it,
observing
first of
any
all?
people if they are there. Is that investigation?
Yeah.
It's a 16.
There's one guy who's just kind of standing there
In the rain.
or in the rain. It looks like he was.
That's a worthy
What's
thing.
going on here?
Yeah, it looks like he was just sort of looking around, trying to gather up some water, and then the river stopped flowing, and then the river.
It's
the
probably
river
better
just-
off that we kept the stuff from getting down there,
The
though.
end of the river just stops flowing by him. And then he looks, and one of his buckets is now rusted out.
It's acid rain.
And he's like, what the heck going on here?
He dipped it in the river and it rusted out.
Not exactly rusted, but definitely like eroded out.
Worn.
How did that happen?
Picks that up and he's like, he just sort of holds it up.
We're seeing this from
It's like
an undisclosed
How far is it?
away.
that's like about like
200 feet,
yeah, I was
300
gonna
plus.
say that's like not even. You can usually
down and that way.
yeah you
There's a
can
cliff,
usually see
apparently.
like stuff like that.
Is it this is the Amazon and the damn waterfalls actually go off of cliffs? Or is this the Rockies and it goes...
That's a good point.
It's the Rockies.
Cool. That would suck.
So what's going to happen when he releases the river? Is it going to just like go down there like a wall of water and just wash everything away?
Well, no, the thing is gonna. There's more than 100 feet in the canyon around where the river is, so it'll flow out around before it'll start.
Yeah, I can't answer this question because the rules of the spell don't tell you. The rules of the spell basically say, yeah, this is free to defy physics, it's fine. It can fly up the sides of walls and like over obstacles.
Like,
No,
let
it's
me go
fine.
ahead and apply.
Waterbending.
Let me apply some actual physics to this.
That's fine.
Once it hits that area, it will go out to the edges of the cliff,
Right.
and start flowing down and it'll just do that at its normal speed.
But then suddenly this cube of water that's got water backed up behind it and is pushing it back upstream.
Yeah, do you want physics?
Is all
I
going to
don't want
come
physics. I was ignoring the hell out of them before because
is all going to come crashing loose, and it's going to be wider than the river was before.
It's not even necessarily going to come crashing loose so much as it's, you're real clear on this, right? It's not necessarily going to come crashing loose because it's going to have flown around it first. It'll just be like...
Are you saying there's a split in the river? There's an island kind of thing?
Basically, yes.
Yeah, that would diffuse it, and there wouldn't be catastrophicness, except for like if someone was standing on that exact spot.
Except that the river is now flowing around it, and you still have that block of water that's all going to be released at once.
Okay, according to the current Alex physics, what he said is going to work, and what you said doesn't apply because of all the stuff we threw out, all of the physics that just got ignored and thrown away, no longer apply.
When that happens, it'll be like...
Under the currently assumed realm of physics, this works.
It'll be like, that'll fall, that'll come down, the water coming around, it will flow back in, and it'll just...
No, it really depends on how he releases it. If he releases it softly, then yeah, that could happen. If he releases it all at once, then no, it's going to be a cataract. And all those little places that go like this, it's going to wash all those big boulders down and kill those people in that camp.
Yeah, except there's the fact that part of those physics we ignored is the fact that the water behind what he's controlling that isn't being controlled just stopped.
No, he's saying it's filling up and flowing around that cube.
That's what I was saying, is that when it flowed
technically speaking, it wouldn't do that because...
Exactly, under actual...
No, hang on, no, I'm not talking actuals. By the definition of the spell...
It wouldn't flow around it.
By the definition of the spell, anything within not 100-foot cube of water, but 100-foot cube area, and I control any water within that, based on a single instruction, which is currently flow upstream. So unless not just the river, but the whole canyon is over 100 feet wide, it's not going to go around it. It's just gonna build up until it gets to whatever 100 feet from the bed is.
That's what I was saying. Is there is more? There is. The canyon, the river itself is 60 feet wide. Therefore, there are 20, assuming a 100-foot canyon, and there will be 20-foot spaces on either side, and this is like 200 feet.
No,
ergo,
the shape of the spell is 100 by 100 by 100.
100 by 100 by 100.
Is the valley, is not just the river, but is the valley longer than 100 feet in width?
25. I got one already.
Okay.
Where the river enters into it.
The infiltrate.
Okay, the river's 60 feet. How far to the walls of this canyon on each side?
Let's see.
Please note that we were flying over a very large expanse of open space previously.
200.
Oh yeah, so
And that's where the river is backing up into.
It's like a 350-foot canyon. Ergo, there's 250 feet above.
I don't care about above, just to the walls.
Like a 200-foot canyon, and there would then be 100 feet. So there's like 50 feet on either side.
On both sides. On each side, there's 50. Okay, then yeah, there would be space for it to flow around if it backed up enough to. But I don't have like full control over it. All I can do is just apply one of 4 effects to the area I've chosen, which is either redirect flow, flood, part water, or whirlpool.
But I've built dams, and I broke them loose. And when the cows are walking in water up to their ankles, and then you build a dam and you let it loose, it knocks the cows over because it's a big wall.
Right, but in this case, the dam doesn't cover the entire width of the canyon.
Right, but that doesn't decrease the volume of water when you release it.
Yeah, when you release it. When I release it,
increases the volume of water.
Yeah.
When you increase it.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it doesn't stop and it doesn't build up like the dam. It goes around.
Yes, would you like the James visit?
Until I release it.
Right, and then it won't have all that much because it has like several
Can I read
hundred
the
feet
spell?
it has several hundred feet to before it gets to
if it's already
He's got a wall of water.
right.
That wall of water is being built around more water.
There is no wall
Okay.
of water. It's going up around.
hang on.
and around.
Let me
Yeah.
say something if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Okay, and feel free to argue with me if it's not. But if it gets to the point that water begins flowing around it, because
Right.
it doesn't express the whole point. If it gets to that point, if I
Okay.
release it, it's just going to add the volume of that 100-foot cubic feet, right?
Yes, but it no longer has a flow. It's now a wall of water.
It has a
With-
flow.
It doesn't have a flow like
I have an interjection.
Okay.
What defines freestanding water? At the
Freestanding
depth?
is not flowing.
No, but that's not because part of the rules here say I can cast it on flowing water, so that's not what that means.
Can I read it again?
Because see, the redirect flow says you cause flowing water in the area to move in the direction I choose.
That's death.
I'm just telling you, the longer we talk, the more damage is going to be done downriver. Because in essence, he has built a dam, and I don't care what the water is. He's telling the water to back
Can't
up.
he control it
You still
so it starts slowly
You still
going
got
down
100
it?
miles of water building up behind it.
But still, yeah, what does freestanding mean?
It's not building up. It's flowing around.
Can't
Can we
he?
stop the
But can't he
argument and wait
still
for the James
control it?
interjection
Yes.
and first answer this question? What the
Then
hell
he
is
can.
freestanding?
Then we don't need to worry because then he can just slowly trickle it down and then everything will be back to normal.
That's what I was asking. If he can do that, that's fine. Then there's not an issue.
Yeah, I can technically just cause that area to flow in the correct direction at a slower rate.
That's fine.
Yeah,
My
so I can do that.
interjection defeats the entire argument. Please answer my question, and then I will give it to you, and we can stop the arguing.
Okay, what is freestanding water?
Yeah, what the hell does that mean? I don't have a dictionary. Or dictionary.com, because I don't have internet.
Well, the wall
I would probably-
that he stopped is freestanding.
I would assume that when it says
But
freestanding,
it's
it just
not
means
going to
not
be-
in a container.
That's what I feel like it means. Although that makes no sense.
The water
Yeah,
itself,
Any body of stagnant water, including puddles, ponds, rainwater, drain water, and reservoirs.
there you go.
But that definition doesn't fit because the rules say I can cast it on
Yeah, but
flowing water.
it doesn't say you can cast it. It says you change this stagnant water into flowing water.
No, it says you cause flowing water to move in the direction I choose.
Right now, it is stagnant.
Flow.
Effects that you can use.
But I'm doing something to flowing water.
Yes, you're making it so it's flowing
Yeah,
continuously.
that's
Right.
So the
fact,
area
it
behind it
causes
is
mo-
stagnant.
Yeah,
But it says I use it on flowing water. I cause flowing water to move in a direction.
Right. That's the thing is that's one of multiple effects that the spell has that it can do.
Okay, watch. Here's his cube of water.
Right.
Okay, this water is how much was in the river at the time he cast the
Okay,
spell.
wait, hang on. We have 2 points of discussion now. We have established that I could cause it to flow down at a slower rate, but now
That's all that
James is
matters.
basically trying to say that I shouldn't have been able
No,
to cast the spell in the first
no,
place.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying now I'm giving the James interjection. First, if under the rules of the spells, which is technically up to Alex, what you did is possible and you can grab a hold of a section of moving water and do whatever the hell you want with it. Under those rules, what should have happened just now is that would have obeyed you, gone wherever the hell you feel like, parted, flooded something, whatever, and the water moving from upstream would have passed by / not exactly through, but continued through the river. The river would have never stopped.
That's what I.
Well, that's
There would be
okay.
no
The
absence
river would have
of
had to
area.
have flooded up
Wait
to
a minute, that's not
No, he
necessarily.
doesn't. He's not damming squat. He's not
Okay.
making a blockade.
well,
Actually,
It's
I
just a
basically
construction.
am.
Yes, he is, because his 100 cubic feet is cubic feet. It's not cubic feet this way. It's a cube, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
No, the
Yes, it
spell
does,
effect
because-
is a cubic feet.
because
He
the
grabs
river, how
all the
deep
water
was the
that is
river?
in this area.
It's
The way I'm looking
for the
at
sake
it
of me
is he put
blocking
the point
flow,
where the
which
spell is.
basically was
He's
the
telling the
intention.
water to go back upstream. So whenever the water goes there, to the point where he casts the spell, it pushes back up.
It doesn't push anything because that breaks physics and is not allowed.
Doesn't it mean by push? I mean it's flowing. He's making the water flow in a different direction.
I'm ignoring
that's how it's damming
up. I'm saying the water he's not controlling is acting like normal water. It
Okay, but the problem is
How deep
the
is
rules
the
of this
water
spell specifically give it the ability to defy physics. I can cause water to flow up
Only the
walls.
water you're
40 feet
controlling, not
this
the water
way.
you're not controlling.
and 20 feet
I'm
on
controlling
either
all
side.
water in this 100-foot cube.
When water's building up, vertical does matter.
No, it doesn't.
And that
because
has a
it's flowing
cap. The
around.
river doesn't.
There's 20 feet on the sides.
The river's going
It
to keep
has
flowing.
get
There's
past the
thousands
start
of cubic
flowing
feet of
around.
water moving
It's
through this
still
river. You don't
building up
control
water.
all
Papa, I have dealt.
Right, but you would have to. The river
I've
would
made
have
dams.
to
I know
flood
exactly
to the
what
point
So
where it actually goes.
I know what you're talking
Or
about.
beavers.
It hits and then it goes out and it goes around. That's whole
also not
premise
even
of
the-
Egyptian.
Okay, hang on. What?
Why did you cast the spell? You wanted to stop the blood from getting away and other stuff in that exact spot in time from getting away. You did that. The water.
But the spell's still in effect, so any water that goes into that area is...
I'm going to say something here. None of this is specifically relevant to what
anything
we're
at all.
doing because we've established that I can just slow the flow
Right.
down and
So
return
go
it to
ahead,
normal.
right.
The problem was normal was never changed.
I don't understand why
There's no
this is...
space. The river did not empty out. That's stupid. When rivers flow backwards, that doesn't happen. They flow backwards.
They don't.
That does happen.
Is that based on the method that the Egyptians used to flood their fields, the water will be going out and around. It won't be staying where
Once it reaches the top of the dam, it will go around.
Not the top. It goes out.
Once it reaches the sides of the dam. The dam is this tall and
It's
this
basically
wide,
a levee.
and the water has to get to the top of the dam before it can flow around the sides of the dam.
No, what it does is it gets up and then it goes up above.
Can we just call this thing a levee and be done with it?
Okay, what I'm trying
If
to
the
argue.
dam is it's in a valley like this.
What I'm trying to say
Stop and listen to
is
me.
that we could stop arguing.
It's in a valley.
Yeah,
It's not-
I just want to
Argument
get
over.
back to
The river
D&D.
never changed.
I get what
Area of
I
water
understand that you
stops.
want to settle this, but like we're really spending far too much time on this than we need
We
to.
spent 30 minutes on this. Can we continue to do
I'm
something
way
else?
too many carbs on this.
I didn't even bring this up in the first place. I was just trying to cast control water.
I know.
James did it.
I didn't do shit. I fixed it.
What do you mean you fixed it? We spent over 30 minutes talking about it. That's 30 minutes we could be doing.
Now we're still talking about it.
No.
Now we're spending.
Now we're spending another 30 minutes talking about
Okay,
it.
the
Okay,
river.
we're gonna
townspeople
go
are
down.
not freaking out.
There's not a town. There's just a camp.
That's not the point.
So we're gonna go down there.
The
and
one guy doesn't care that the water is gone because it's not. Moving on. There's still a waterfall. He didn't find
Well, his
anything.
bucket is still rusted.
That's his fault, not ours. Moving on. Sorry.
Why though? Why is his bucket like that?
Okay, are you going
Oh.
to release the water? I say
Do I
just
see
let it
anything
rip.
besides that?
Besides,
This guy in his encampment.
there's a pack of dudes on horses riding back in
To the encampment?
to the encampment.
I say just let it rip.
Fuck those guys.
Rudy, we're not in the back room anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, you need to watch that language.
Well, I don't know how loud I am, so...
You're pretty loud.
Well, in that case, just let the water rip through. We don't care about we don't know who these guys are. We don't care about them. Just drown them.
I'm not gonna drown these random people.
He can. He's neutral good or something like that. I don't know.
Okay,
I'll return the flow to normal at like half its regular speed for a few minutes, and then I'll stop it back to normal.
Okay. He lets it ease back into its channel.
Are we on the last one now?
Okay.
No, we got one more. One more after that.
What are y'all doing now?
Alright.
I'm looking at these guys going,
well,
what a
has the fire
conversation.
wore off yet?
I'm rolling my eyes.
Yeah, your flight worn off as soon as I cast protect. As when I casted protection from good and evil
Y'all are
on
not only
myself.
arguing with each other, y'all are also arguing with the air because I'm not a character.
No, I wasn't saying any of this in
I wasn't
character.
talking. Yeah.
I just cast control water, and whatever effects happen.
Yeah. So anyways, where are we going from here?
Okay, I get up and I go.
I'd say let's get back.
I go.
Let's
on
just
down,
go back to camp.
I go on down next to the waterfall and I stealth around in these guys' camp to see who they are.
You don't have fly, by the way.
No, I'm walking down the woods, through the woods.
You still got to clamber down on the cliff.
It's not a cliff. I thought we established it was not as steep as a cliff. If it's like the Rocky Mountains.
Well, yeah, you still got to.
It's not the climb, but it's not like a. It's not like a 90-degree incline.
I got acrobatics ×2.
No, I guess you have to have
Okay.
I can clamber pretty well, and I'm still stealthy while doing it.
I got a plus 5.
Okay, do it.
Yeah, see, yeah, I think
Okay, I go down there and I look around.
Do you have to roll for that, or
No. Why should I? I mean, I got
one of your?
He's got like 23 passive stealth.
it's assigned to what?
23 passive stealth and 23 passive acrobatics.
Immediately assign those to him.
Okay.
I do this stuff in my sleep.
Basically, it's allowing you to assign both of them at once. So that's the advantage.
You climb down.
I got those elven boots.
You climb down there and you stealth in.
And now you immediately do both of yours.
You want to follow the guy back from the river?
Now he looks like an idiot. I'm going to go look in one of the tents.
But if he looks like it, it's probably one of ours.
That got lost on the way to the tower.
Exactly.
I'm good.
Okay, so you go in.
Imagine.
Camp. You go into one of the tents.
Yeah, I picked the biggest, nicest looking tent, the best one in the best condition. So I figure that's probably the boss. And I don't go in, I just open the flap a little bit so I can look in there with one eye and
Stab a hole in it.
and
Take the tent.
put my ear up to it.
Oh, a dagger in the ear.
On the back of the.
He had no money for it.
Are you looking or are you hearing?
I'm looking and I'm listening.
Okay, towards the back of the tent there is a big tapestry of black and tan, and with a white dragon and a white winged serpent and flying downwards towards a little dot.
I look at the dot to see if it looks like me.
Roll me.
Is that me?
Roll me. Hand me your sheet. I need to know what all skills there are.
Insight, history, investigation,
Perception.
No, just hand it to me.
sleight of hand, stealth.
I guess I can't meta because I'm not there.
Yeah. Acrobatics.
I mean, I don't know what you guys are doing. Are you coming on down too, or
On the double road.
you waiting for me to come back and report?
He's got that ability.
Of course, you got the.
I don't even know what's going on. I was over there.
Oh, I went down to the camp and I'm looking in one of the tents. The best looking tent that's there.
It's good to me because I put 2 dudes down.
Now, James, would you reckon that it's history or investigation to remember for what
It's a faction symbol, right?
to remember what kind of symbol something is attached to?
That's the significance of symbols and objects.
It sounds like
It's not exactly religion. You could call it history.
If we've been there before,
It's
if
not
we've
magic, so
run into them before,
not
it'd be history.
exactly. Arcana is not exactly applicable.
Sounds like history to me.
Yeah, so
History works. You can call just
history to me.
insight and investigation.
Okay, whatever it is, I got at least a 20 or better.
Or just a general intelligence plus.
Now, I can't tell.
There's no
if
memory
this trailer
checks.
they're showing us for the new Mass Effect or the new Call of Duty.
It's called. Well,
I don't think there are regular cars in Mass Effect.
20.
Okay,
I haven't heard anything new Mass Effect, but Infinite Warfare looks kind of cool.
this belongs to
I still hate Call of Duty.
a
though.
member of the
I was
Zentarum.
about to say that. That sounds like the
You guys listening?
Zentarum thing.
Member of
We
what?
need faction flags in here.
This flag belongs to the Zentarum.
Who are the Zentarum? We run across
They
them?
want to steal, control, slash own everything, people.
That, yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, they're also moving
Legally or
flavors.
illegally?
However they can manage.
Okay,
If they wanted to, they could
lawful
sell
evil.
is there any,
slave.
are there any people inside this tent?
It's a lawful evil faction.
It's too bad your yes didn't tell me anything.
No.
What?
They're also
Your yes didn't tell me anything.
The faction
You
as
said,
a whole
you know, are
is
they
lawful
looking
evil,
to
but
do
you
it
can,
legally
of
or
course, any
illegally?
member
And I
can join.
said,
I don't
yes.
care.
Well, I already knew
The
that was
leader of
true.
his interim
I already
is
knew that statement
chaotic.
evaluated as true. I already knew yes. It has to be one or the other.
No, it's not one or the other.
Yeah.
He
It's
is
both.
making magic.
No, but when you say yes to a blank or blank, it evaluates as true if either of them is
Okay.
true. It doesn't have to be both.
Okay.
They're pretty much open.
I'm not. Oh,
Majority of them.
what's the joke for the?
If I said if I asked you if it's night or day,
I'm
you
not
said
a-
yes.
I'm not a logician.
That means it's either dawn or dusk.
I'm not a logician. I'm not gonna.
No, it means it can be either night or day, and it's still true.
That's true.
Yeah, that's not what I mean when I say yes to that.
Okay, well you're using it wrong.
I mean both at once. I'm trying
Then
to.
you have to specify that. Saying yes does not actually indicate that.
Well, I'm not a logician, so I don't even normally think about that like that.
Okay, are there any
I guess
people?
that's what I am.
Are there any people inside this place, this tent?
Not to the best of your knowledge.
Can I go in?
So we should have drowned them.
I take the tapestry down and I roll it up and I sneak out with it.
Okay, roll me sleight of hand.
I've never heard of someone stealing a rug.
It just caught my fancy.
It's basically.
I figure we can put it in your hat.
Never
way
heard
bigger
of
than
someone
this.
stealing a rug?
These Game of Thrones banners.
Don't you know about those how should I say this?
Chevrons.
Extremely expensive Persian carpets.
You're already dead.
Can't imagine someone stealing one of those.
I can, but I still haven't ever heard
32.
that specifically before.
As far as you can tell, you made it out fine.
Okay. I work my way back up the
As far
cliff.
as you could tell. What about us looking down the ridge?
What do you say?
As you make your way back towards the cliff, you see the guy coming back from the river. Hey guys, I was only able to get like one bucket of water. Oh. Why? Well, then he holds up the other one. What did you do?
Witchcraft.
No, seriously, what did you do?
I don't understand how this bucket is like this.
Those buckets are brand new. What did you do? Dude, I didn't do anything.
What just happened?
It's like a bunch of brown, red stuff.
About to say, can I hear any of that from where I am? You can. Aw.
A bunch of brown, red stuff came flowing down the river as I was trying to get some the rest of the water, and it just eroded the bucket out. Are you messing with us? Please tell me you're messing with us, because this is not good.
Can I help you guys playing games all the time? Yeah, it's a hard place to be at.
Dude,
I need like
look like I'm messing with you. I have no idea what the hell's going on. And then Simmons just trails off with y'all as you're leaving.
So I'm stealthing away with this big thing on my shoulder. And I climb back up the
So if we're so is it just our stars who's looking over the edge at them, or are there any other of us just like overlooking the ledge?
I would have been watching.
All right, so yeah, because I'm with you, so me and you are watching.
You went to look over the edge of the cliff, right?
Yeah, I was just wanted to see if like anything else had been disturbed by the river.
What are you doing?
So we can see these guys, right?
Over. I mean,
Yeah.
But I
And
saw
we
you
also
going down
see
there, right?
Kel sneaking up, so we can.
I would have assumed you were going to scout it out, so I was just going to wait for your
I
return.
was like, you guys can't see him any more than they could.
No, but I let them know I was going ahead.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we're more used to looking for them than they are.
Yeah.
So we would have a better chance, and we would know about.
They would be like,
we can
why is he
also-
carrying that giant thing on his
But
Which isn't that giant, but for me it is. So I climb
So
back
if they
up
do
the
notice
cliff,
him, we can at least back him up.
and I come over to the, where these guys are on the bank, and I roll it out and I say, this is who we're up against. Recognize these guys?
Building.
I'm just gonna tell our stories. Just, like you're still controlling the water, right?
I mean, I put it back to normal at half speed, but
Flood them.
I've realized that it probably would work such that it didn't matter. But I can. Moving on. We're not going to talk
Flood
about
these
this
guys
anymore.
out.
let's not get back into that.
We're not going to
First of
talk
all, he
about
can't
the
change
water.
The water's
area
not
of fact.
stopped.
The water's
Like it
rolling,
ended.
going now, but it's going at half speed.
Well, in that section it's probably mostly back to normal at this point. By the
So
time we
in
get back.
character, I should know what this symbol is, and like I'm just gonna tell you guys these guys aren't good news, and let's just flood them out.
He can't. He already let most
I have
of
to
the water
cast the
loose.
spell again, yeah.
Yeah, and on an area near them because you can't move the water out of the area.
I don't really have a way I could flood them. Even if I did recast the spell.
I can just go down and take all their stuff a little bit at a time. That'd be fun.
No, like I was trying to say, tonight during our campaign thing that we were doing.
I mean, I could go down there and force all the river to flood in the camp, but that's not going to do a lot.
And he told the guy's entire
What you choose to do with it,
I did that
all the way
too.
up to you.
I mean, he picked it up, throwing it out the window. I landed 5 miles away.
Well, all I know is we gotta take these guys out
Play the card, you can give her a free and
and
get
not be seen.
That's up to you.
The stuff he was picking up was made out of solid oak.
You know, we can use our bows and stuff and take them out from here.
Do we really need to take them out?
I don't know what.
He says they're bad news. He says they're bad news. So.
Doesn't mean I mean, if you tell me some people are bad news, it usually just says to me don't get involved. That doesn't necessarily mean we need to kill these people.
It's better to understand what they're doing.
Not want the fire.
Yeah, it's better to know what they're doing, and I'm going to go back down and see if I can hear anything.
It's your go.
I think you guys should start working your way down. Try to be
I
quiet.
guess in character I'll explain the general plot of their covenant.
Go ahead.
Or the banner.
It has to do with priests, no? Taking all
Alright, go ahead.
guys. And
Rudy, are you still there, man?
Fucking Mike.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you for a minute.
Yeah, because it keeps unplugging.
Alright.
Alright. So, Alex,
Yeah.
help me out here. So, so these guys, they want.
The Zentarum are a group of dastardly people, well, masquerading in, at least in context of this, masquerading as a legitimate political party in an attempt to take over for the world.
you'll hit me. You're probably
Rumors have it that they're
with my clues.
that they will buy, blackmail, kill, steal, persuade, and generally use whatever means they have to get their way.
Waterdeep Harbor.
Some of them will follow the laws, others won't.
Wait a minute, you guys are on a magic carpet. You don't have to make any noise at all coming down. He can stealth you down, put you on the magic carpet with these guys.
As long as they don't see us.
You can say these guys are scum.
Take 4 gold coins.
Am I still glowing? Am I still grossly incandescent?
No, the sun is no longer hitting you.
4 coins
Okay.
once to score 4 victory points.
Sparkles.
Since Sparkles were looking.
Okay, well I go on down.
Anyways, I wouldn't be trying to climb down there right now where like that.
No, you go farther into the woods and then down some other way.
You pay me 4 golden coins.
I wouldn't be very stealthy wearing the plate metal like I am now.
Become ethereal and just walk in there.
How many of them did you see down there?
That's broken.
How many did I see?
There was about,
There was the guy on the bank, and there were some guys coming in on horses.
yeah, there were about 5 guys coming in on horses. There was a guy on the bank, and there was about 7 sitting around the campfire.
So about 14.
I don't think there's a way we could take them all out without being seen.
No, we don't care about that as long as we get a sneak attack and take out about 4 or 5 of them to begin with.
What we could, this is my thinking, is we let them go out in the woods, we pick them off one at a time.
Sure.
I mean, if 2 of them go out, we pick out the rear one and then go kept with the next one, pick him up. Eventually, we're gonna whittle them down.
Right. What's the terrain around them? Is it wooded?
There's like some trees.
About the number of questions.
It's mostly
Sparse.
yeah. It's
Is there
very sparse.
is there a lot of
I can
driftwood around
open
your
the
camp?
flask and wreak havoc on them with that, whatever in it.
What?
I said I can open the flask and have that go at them.
He opens it and there's a xenomorph.
There's a what?
Xenomorph.
I just don't see why we necessarily need to kill them immediately. I mean, I can understand finding what they're doing, but for all we know, these are just errand boys for some.
Exactly. We need to understand
Okay,
what
well, we'll
they're
keep
here
one of
for.
them alive so we can question them.
No, you just go in there and you listen.
I'm going to go in there and listen, but if I get a chance to take one of them out, when
Wait, when you got the poison for your arrows, did you ever just get any? It just has a powder,
No.
or did you only just use them for your arrows?
I mean, this could just be a Cory.
If so,
I have a vial.
poison their food.
No, I have a vial of poison.
Yeah, lace their food with it.
Well, they're out of water, so I could poison their water, whatever water supply they've got left.
Take
All right.
per gallon to make it lethal.
If we make them sick, it's easier to fight sick people than it is healthy people. This is serious poison too.
The poison status effect gives them disadvantage on everything they do.
Yeah, but this is super poison.
Yeah, this is like a
Okay, it
super
goes
poison,
farther.
so.
But no.
I mean, I've used drops of it. That's all I've used on my arrows, and I've killed.
Do they have, it's raining still, so they don't have any lit fires, do they?
You got a campfire.
How big is it?
Big enough that it can't be put out by water.
Certainly big
drizzle?
enough. I can make a fire elemental. And that does plenty for us. Including wreak havoc and general confusion.
Okay, I go down
Or we could go find the disheveled.
and I start listening. I'm waiting for you guys, and
Piss off a tree.
you know, we've decided on a place for you guys to be, so that when I see you, I'll know that we're ready,
What, are they not supposed to? Have you not taken them already?
and I'll come back to you guys and tell you what I found out.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so I go down and I check each tent to see if there's any more people in there.
With foresight, I had maybe a good idea. At least a short rest while we watch them, because all of us are a bit drained. Would be a
Yeah, I'm fine, but
Yeah, I'd get my endurance thing back and.
okay. So while I'm checking and listening to them, you guys can be, because you came down on the magic carpet, the 3 of you, and he's working his way farther out and back down, so he doesn't make any noise.
And then there you go, Farmer. I don't want to use it yet until I absolutely have to.
All right.
The fact, if I remember correctly, yeah, the Inferior will only last 10 minutes.
It's a once a day power.
Okay, so I go down and as I'm sneaking around each edges of the tent, listening to people talking, I also go up to the doors of the tent and I take the vials of, or little casks of firewater, and I tie one above each opening of the tent. How many tents are there?
Just short.
14 people.
Yeah, there's like
did too, but
There's like a bunk tent.
I say you want like an encampment breakdown. You have barracks. You have storage. You have armory. Usually, it could also be included in a barracks depending on the makeup.
And then
Food prep, officers, meetings.
14 of them, so.
yeah, the plane.
This is standard stuff you always need.
Yeah, I know.
I know. By the way, I can't say anything because I'm a ghost. Shut up.
Yeah, with numbers this small, you can omit most of that because they don't use higher tier shit. It would pretty much be
Well, you'd probably
personal
have
tents, and that'd be
the
it.
leader's tent. And,
Yeah, they'd probably have their own
maybe-
slightly nicer canvas
you
tent.
know, a couple of barracks tents. And,
I'm saying with a number that small, you wouldn't even need barracks tents. They would really just have bunk, pair-up tents.
right.
Like this guy carries the one tent for the two of them, and the other guy carries stuff to go in it on his pack, on his horse. They would likely have some type of thing to tie the horses to.
So
And there's a river, they don't need a trough.
6 or 8 tents.
Yeah, 6 or 8. That's what I was going to say.
Okay, we'll pick a number.
8.
8 tents. Yeah, we'll say 8 tents.
Okay.
I was trying desperately to finish this 25 points. But I couldn't get it.
Oh, Rudy.
I need one. I'm
Yeah.
short. One.
You got your expertise improvement, pick 2 stats.
So do you actually want to open up the flask and stick that thing on it?
I'll see how the poison works.
Go ahead, Liz.
And then I'll save my judgment for that later.
Okay, so you want to put poison in the
He
water.
wants me to put poison in the water.
Okay, so
Okay, so I put the fire water flasks over top of every door.
Away from everybody else.
okay, so let's go ahead and draw out
All right, is that the end?
here.
Yeah, Rudy, the expertise thing.
I get.
Alright, so what skill? So expertise just lets me tag, like adds more proficiency to skills, or
It doubles proficiency. It would make it.
He's like, he's the builder. I'm like, give me a break already.
It would make it 8 instead of 4.
30.
They would probably all be facing the fire and then the river.
and this is for.
Anything you're already proficient with.
I got 5.
All right,
That does not use expertise already.
30 off that.
so I can't do that again on persuasion.
No.
And then
All right,
But you could take it in perception
right there.
All right.
one for me.
and whatever else you know, it's 2 more things. You've got athletics, acrobatics, insight, medicine, performance,
These are war
performance,
horses?
perception, and stealth are the ones that you have left to choose.
Okay, I would have told you guys this when I came back. They have 6 war horses. 6?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One for me.
that's good meat. Okay, so if I did it to performance, what would that bring that to?
So what did you
13.
And if I did it just stealth, what would that bring it to?
And 11.
Do any of you guys have animal handling or anything like that?
Yeah, I do.
That's what I thought.
Why would we want the horses when we can eat them?
At 7 in handling. How do
campfire?
you think I got the bullets coming with me?
Okay. Now these, yeah, I thought that. I just want to make sure. These are war horses trained to obey their owners. We
Yeah,
want
we
him.
can eat them.
We want him to calm them so they don't attack us.
They're horses, they don't just attack you.
If these guys tell them to, they will.
No, they don't.
Hey,
Okay. After putting all those things around the tent,
James, put one in performance and either perception or stealth.
I would of course go perception because that's indispensable.
This is
sure
the
you
guy
want
who was getting the water.
You sure you want performance?
Yeah, I'm a bard.
Alright.
Oh, they got a lot of guards around the horses.
Oh no, these are the guys who just came back on the horses.
Oh, okay. What are they doing?
What do you think they're doing? They're dismounting.
Grooming the horses, taking their saddles off.
I just thought of something. If we do this right, James and I can just pretend we're just on the flying carpet passing by, and I can now use my improved performance to keep distracting them, while you guys keep setting more stuff up.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Rudy, what are you dressed like?
My character?
Yeah.
Well, alright, now he's in leather armor. And that just got darker skin than what a normal human would have, I guess. Or just like tan skin.
Not bullshit. What's the name of the game?
Where's their tents?
Yeah, I was about to get to that.
Yeah, it says you got +2 studded leather.
Yeah. And then I have a white, and I have some magical undershirt under it that gives me an extra AC.
Enough for 4 or 6 guys there.
Well, that was the tent that you got the thing out
That
of,
was the
tapestry
boss's tent?
or whatever.
Okay.
So it's like one of these supposed to go down. Yeah, well, I just,
Those are big freaking tents.
They're intended to be.
40 feet long tents. You only need 2 of them then.
Yeah, but these guys are compensating.
That's kind of the point.
There's not 8.
You said there were 8.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out where to put the rest of them.
They must have a freaking army with them if they got tents that
like
big.
that. No, that's too big. That's
a war tent, Alex.
I know. I was thinking. Okay, I was like,
That's where all the generals meet, and then you go to battle.
they don't need a tent like this.
No. You can leave that in.
This is where I excel,
I mean,
Alex.
this is 15.
Or they could just be really fancy and compensating.
15 by 15 would be a huge tent.
You know?
Yeah, these are now 2 tents right here. It's like, and that's bunks. Yeah.
James, bring a couple paper towels back, will you? Need it here.
And you can have like an arms tent over here or something.
yeah, yet there's, he's right. See, there's 6 spots for them.
I call that the mess hall, I guess. All the other stuff is off screen.
48 here. I think I got it.
Okay, I sneak into the mess hall. Is that where the water is?
Yeah,
The water barrels?
Yeah, they have some barrels of water.
so this is for the,
Or towards the back. You can see that like all but 2 of them are empty.
Okay, of the 2 that are empty, one's going to have a dipper and the other's going to be covered. Okay, I take my vial of poison, I pour half of it into the one that's got the scoop with it. And I reach in there and I take the scoop and I
We have a scoop. It's got a tap.
okay, well, I take something to reach in there and stir it, basically. And then I look around, I see, well, what kind of food do they have that's like their normal, their, what do you call it?
Staples.
Staple food. Their staple rations, yeah.
Yeah, when you can see that there's like,
what time you gotta get back?
there's some bread, there's meat,
We got
there's some like salted vegetables and stuff.
Okay, I go to where the meats are and I look at like how it's stacked and what part they're most likely to use first or next. And I take one of my poison arrows and I dip it in the poison again and I just stick it in each piece of meat in the beginning where they would be about 20 pieces piece so that even if they get 2 pieces apiece, everybody's going to get some.
Yeah, go ahead and pick something. You're tenderizing the meat.
Yeah, and then I put that one back. Well, if they get poison from the meat and the water, then if it doesn't kill them, it ought to make them sick.
Okay, so I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
You're right ahead.
Was that where James is?
Yeah, I think so. There's 2 of them.
Oh, yeah, building.
But I have
Shoot.
First, but for the next turn. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, well, I did see it.
I'll give you the damage. Might be the other attacks because I'm not going to forget that way. Because normally my eyes access 19 plus whatever. So here it is.
War Pigs is a good song. War Pigs is about to start playing, or technically it is playing.
Charge attack or charge attack?
Okay, so generally, do y'all have an idea of what you want to do?
No.
Oh, I'm studying my spells and gaining slots back.
You're gonna take a rest, or
We're taking a short rest while Pat's over there scouting.
what do you exactly do you get back from a short rest?
If you're a cleric, you can get back spell slots equal to...
Is that the new 3DS?
I don't know
Yeah, this is a
how
new
it
3DS. This is when Monster Hunter 4U came out. I got the special edition that had the game with it.
He claimed he didn't like Mystic Vale.
It came with a 4 gig SD card though, and that's with Monster Hunter 4U installed on it. So I had like 100 megs of free space. I had to get a new one.
I've gone from 2 to 8 to 16 to 32.
I think this one's either 16 or 32. Yeah, this is the new This is a new 3DS.
How is it?
Well, I got Xenoblade Chronicles on it, which requires the new hardware. So, other than that, it depends on the game that you play. Like for Monster Hunter, it does make a substantial difference, but for other games, it does nothing. Though it does boot up the whole menu and start games way faster. Like it's pretty much.
I was mainly talking about like, how do the new controls feel in like comparison to the Circle Pad Pro?
Well, the only real difference is the C-stick, as compared to if you had a Circle Pad Pro. The C-stick is all right. It works like 90% of the time.
10% of the time it doesn't work, it's really irritating.
It's not that bad. You usually just have to try it. Usually the second time you try it, because you don't actually move it. You just kind of like apply pressure in one direction, and
So it's like
works.
a joystick on this computer.
Yeah. It's a lot like that. It's just not. But I have seen people mod it and replace it with a PSP thumbstick, and evidently I've heard that works pretty well, but I haven't done it myself.
I can imagine that'd be real good, except for the fact that you can't close it.
Yeah, you still can, because well, you see like. Like the screen extends a bit, so there's still room there, and there's already a space there for it. So
okay. Well, anyway, what's the plan? What's y'all's plan for what's going to happen next?
My idea is this. We don't do anything today. We rest in the woods. I listen to whatever I can hear. I've set, I've set explosives or flame things on their tents, and I poison their food and water. I poison the next level of meat where they would cut it off, and I poison the barrel of water that looks like the one they're using. I tell you guys about the flame things. So maybe at dawn in the morning, everybody can take an arrow and just hit one of those flame water vials or things. That way they'll have eaten dinner, eaten and drank some of the poison.
That'd be foolish.
And they should be in pretty bad shape. And then if we catch the doorways to their tents on fire, they're going to be coming out in confusion. Should be pretty easy for us to handle. And I'm going to sneak in and cut all the horses loose.
Can't do it in the back.
So we don't have to fight anybody on horseback.
Very good. Close up.
Assuming any of them make it to the horses.
There's people leaning back to a chair.
How's that sound?
Apparently he's got like 3 broken chairs.
that works.
Sounds like a new rod overnight.
It's all fixed.
What'd you say, Rudy?
So that sounds good.
Okay.
No. This week we were supposed to be at your place.
Well, I just sit around the rest of the evening and I just listen to them.
Yeah, we'll just play ultimate television. Well, Gene can make it if she's gonna be on the road.
So the rest of us are just resting, right?
Are y'all up atop the cliff still, or have you gone down?
No, it came down on the magic
Okay.
carpet, and he's working his way farther. Which way is this? East? This way. He's working his way farther this way and then down the...
4 or 5.
The river is about right. Say the map, say the camp is off to the east. The camp is off to the east of the river.
Where is the river on this? It goes that way?
Yes.
Okay, so he's working
Okay.
this way then.
Count on 3.
So in
I think Tim.
in contradiction to what it normally is, this is not north.
Ignore that, just tell us where the river is. If the river, it's flowing this way.
This way, yeah.
Here, going that way.
Okay.
Parallel to the camp.
Cardinal directions are not necessary. All that matters is relation.
I won't know where north is.
That way.
So the river's flowing that way.
No. The worst part of it?
Cardinal directions are not important.
Whatever.
the worst part of it
It can be.
Yeah, they can be important.
Well, they are
but
important because if it's
completely
flowing
necessary.
this way, then we're over there. We're coming from over there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we are coming from over there.
Yeah, y'all are
Okay.
coming from over here.
Then he is going out this way
Yeah, that was already made clear.
about 100 yards. I thought, I didn't know where, I didn't know which direction. I thought we were coming from over here and the river was over here.
That's why we asked. Got it all straightened out.
Yeah,
So he's going to meet you guys in the woods over here somewhere.
and I told those that I had just gotten to dig down and come down.
Piece of lead just fell out of my dice box.
And he's been digging the entire time.
You already guessed that.
It's a good ambush technique.
Already guessed this was wrong.
Oh, the camera cut out, by the way.
What else is there?
Potato
Always
salad.
going down. That the camera seems to be always going down.
Okay. Cannot touch other people's. Stop touching it.
New storyline in Star Wars is going to be interesting.
Okay, so what do I hear from these guys?
I'm going to make a sip on Skyrim. I'm going to make a sip on Skyrim.
Well, the guys coming in on horseback, like this mountain, they gather over towards the thing.
Towards the fire?
Yeah, towards the fire, rather. Yeah. Ben. Lieutenant, how's the scouting going? That's number one talking. Well, it's all right. I mean, you
This
did.
looks small now.
I mean, you did see the rather sudden change in weather.
Like you freaking fun.
Probably stop that.
I can confirm that yes, it is indeed still raining. About
No, I don't think there's. No. Yeah, it's not a whole lot left.
5 miles out from us.
What are you doing up there?
Let's take another crack in.
Specifically, I'm going to play this in Skyrim.
Same.
Or as close to it as I can.
Not that one.
But you know.
What happens if I play the Song of Storms on the didgeridoo?
Probably not a thing, but still, I have to do Sith, Red Saber.
Anyways,
Alex,
I think excellent
What?
amount of mod that
what happens if I play the Song of Storms on the didgeridoo?
Always one more.
Including like a giant repulsion type thing.
That's the question.
basically,
Look at this brain harder.
yes.
Technically, all the Song of Storm does is cause rain.
Yeah, like the wind starts picking up and there's more rain.
Do what?
When he plays the Song of Storms, the wind starts picking up and there's more rain.
For like 8 seconds or something.
1 point out of all that.
I can actually make it rain in a localized area.
What do
Oh,
these
you have
guys
control
do?
weather?
No, I have cloudburst.
What do these guys do when they hear a
Pretty good for level
didgeridoo
one.
off in the distance?
Do they?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking.
Roll me a stealth check on your didgeridoo, Rudy.
Hey, I just asked him what would happen. I never said I was playing it.
Oh, well, it would. The wind would intensify and the rain would pick up.
That's all I had to know.
Most unnatural change in weather, indeed.
Yeah. Either
And the only time we've seen this,
Kraken, a
This is-
sword, or a
No.
2 out of 3 plus.
almost a year ago.
Cross.
So, do you think this means? Yep. Yep, I do.
Has it been dawn, or will it be dawn by the time we do stuff?
Well, that will bust you.
I'm just asking because of my staff and recharge, and also my pond also recharges, but I've only used like 2 charges.
Same with mine.
This is not going to be good.
What do I think is coming up? I'm gonna bet on
God
the
knows
chest.
we've had enough trouble dealing with one of them. Two. It's going to be more than a pain in the ass. It's going to be them coming at us from both sides. We don't even know how this one's aligned.
But now I can
I don't even know where they are.
One's cracking. I've already got
Lieutenant, at about what time did the rain reach you? Oh, I'd reckon. When we were about, I reckon we were about 4 miles out.
If you're lucky, if I had an anchor, you would bust. So no, you can't draw anything.
Sun was
You looked out.
about, yeah, I'd reckon it was about, 12:30. So it reached you after it reached. So whatever this is, it didn't come from your direction. It came from behind us. Meaning close, which isn't good. Sir, what do you think we should do about it? Honestly, I don't know if there's anything we can do. Wait.
Okay, I'm on the reverse wavelength right now. Yeah, all 13 glass,
Both the city. I don't think we can. That's the weirdest XP value I've had in a while.
I'll trade boxes.
The only thing but wait this out. Send out another expedition and a scouting party in about an hour if the rain hasn't let up. See if we can maybe trace it back to a single point, figure out where they came from.
Correct. All right.
I don't know if they were going there or bring it back.
So I'm thinking to myself, these guys know about Helen Ray somehow. And they're afraid of her. Or someone like her.
I'm not there, so what I was gonna say would be out of character.
Well, I decide with this information, I'm not going to stay here.
A bird flies in and screeching out what appears to be a very specific call sign, and for lack of a better word, and it lands right on number 2's shoulder. It sort of offers its leg out to him, and he pulls down a little mess of it up. Captain, I think we found another, example of the writer's work. There was a farm attacked several days ago. No survivors. Looked to be about his handiwork.
What did we choose?
This is kind of strange. These
Party.
guys.
Family of odors.
Mr. Bale, Splendors and Wonders, we got Dead Man's Draw.
since I'm not really hearing that as a character.
Well, now I'm very curious. I seem to know about Helen Ray and her ilk, but they're also aware of the guy on the flaming horse.
That's what I got. The orb.
The captain just,
But I'm not
puts his hand on his jaw. Can we even find anything out about it from this information? At least close. That's about all we can tell. At least we know something.
Can I leave?
Gentlemen, I've had too many traitors stop now. I must find him and cut the head off the serpent.
But this one, you're in live with. You don't know them. It doesn't matter.
That's the last thing we hear before you leave.
I come to you guys and I tell you everything I just heard. And I have just one more thing to say. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. We may have jumped the gun on this. You guys think we should talk to these guys?
Yes. Well, damage is already done. You've already poisoned their food.
That's all right, I'll tell them.
I like dead of winter. I don't like dogs.
Well, would it be better just to talk to them, get the information out of them, and just leave them to their fates?
Well, I mean,
It's
I
hardly
would have no
lawful
problem
neutral.
with that.
There's bound to be more of these guys.
But like I was gonna say is my other half would probably object to it.
Well,
Of her lawful good.
well, these guys aren't good people. As far as we're concerned, they're chaotic evil.
Well, her lawful good is still not gonna allow her just to kill someone just for the hell of it.
It isn't for the hell of it.
And
They
we could be wrong about them too. They could be good people.
There's plenty of four players.
Well, plenty of good people serve a bad cause. But does it still make them any evil or any better?
Yeah. Okay, if like, assuming that this is a large organization they're serving, for all we know, these people could just be like peacekeepers in this particular area. Like, even if they're serving like an organization that has arguably malicious intents, that doesn't mean that these people themselves are doing anything wrong, or that their their efforts serve evil.
Well, I have two ideas about this. One is that just because they had the Xantrum symbol on the wall doesn't mean they're Xantrum. They might have stole it the same way I did. But then the other thing is, why would they display it so prominently?
Because they stole it.
I don't think these guys stole it.
It's also a good fake impression.
Maybe it may be something that they're carrying around this is just the way I'm thinking, is to have it in case they run into someone who's in there. They have a flag and they can have it there. They can show them saying, hey, can you give us safe passage through this area? And not get in battles with everybody.
Yeah, that's where the phrase "to show your true colors" comes from. A ship flying under for a false flag. That's also where the term false flag comes from.
A lot of things come from that that little thing.
So, I mean, so basically, we don't know exactly what's going on. There could be more to it than what we know. And I'm just saying we need to investigate and maybe find. Can we go into one of their tents, maybe find some paperwork that could.
As far as I'm concerned, these guys are the enemy.
We got that.
That never stopped you guys from harming all those hobgoblins and those other guys down in the cult. Like that one, then that's just being hypocritical about when you were going to kill that guy who just did the finances in the
I
cult.
can assure you I'm not being hypocritical.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying that in general, it's like, yeah, these guys may not be the ones fighting, but they're still part of the organization that's doing damage.
I am a
That doesn't mean that
necromancer and
they
you do
are,
not
though.
Slay me.
Doesn't matter to you. That doesn't matter to you.
Look, I don't care if we kill them. I just think we need to find out more about them before we do it. I mean, I've already poisoned their food and made it so their tents can catch on fire while they're inside of them.
But what I'm saying, if we find out more information,
All right, how do you want to go about doing that?
I mean, we could sneak into their tent, maybe find some paperwork or something.
What do you suggest we do? Just like go down there and just like talk to them?
Well, I've been in all their tents.
I mean, we don't want to let them know we're here, but if we're going to attack them. But what if they turn out we could have had them as allies to help us fight the guy on the flaming forest? From what, if he hold on, let me finish. Did Kel tell us everything he heard?
Yeah.
And my point is the way, if we can have them as allies and find out what they're here doing before we kill them, this is, I mean, Silliman's would be thinking this way. Because,
well, with an organization like this, they're not going to be our allies.
Maybe they're
the enemy of my enemy.
They could be more useful to us alive than dead.
Yeah.
Could be.
Well, I'm just saying, this is just one group of people.
In the Spider-Man series, how Spider-Man and Venom teamed up against Carnage. I mean...
But again, we don't even know that these people are evil. We just know that evidently they're associated with a cause that does a number of bad things.
We think they are because of the Zerum flag. That could be a false assumption.
What I'm saying is, even if it's not false.
Okay, wait a minute. I went through all of their tents. What else did I find? Did I find anything else that tells me
That's anything incriminating?
That they're
Did you find any dossiers?
or whatever?
Because I mean, I don't want to kill them just to flat out kill him because of the way Silliman would go, because he's lawful good.
Okay.
Now,
this wouldn't even be a matter of lawful good killing. These guys, the organization are evil.
There is no documentation to be found whatsoever from this camp.
Okay, so that's what I thought. I didn't find anything that links these guys to anybody except for this thing that I stole off one of their walls.
Is that exactly?
So that's not
exclusive.
That doesn't prove.
I know what it looks like. I said, where is it?
Oh, I gave it to you.
With whatever they
Put in your hat.
Now, allow me to say this.
Got it, one
Now,
seat
why
rug.
would that big group of people,
Seed wall rug.
with all those tents and war horses, have that mural up in what we could assume is a strategy tent? Why would we assume that it's stolen? Anyone who knows what that symbol is does not want to be in the bad side of that organization.
Well, they could have that flag just so that, like Alex said, if the Zadarim come in, they can just say, "Where's Zadarim?" and
Yeah, but
fly
if
the
someone
flag.
who hates the Zadarim comes by, they would say, "Oh, there's Zadarim, kill them."
No, that's why they've got it in the.
That's why
That's why they've got it in the tent instead of outside.
But in case they see someone coming around that may have the same symbol, they can bring it out and say, "Hey, where's your group? We're with you. We're going to check something out for so and so and so." What I'm saying is they're maybe using a strategy.
I'm not even even setting aside this argument. I'm assuming this is a large organization, and if they're primarily obsessed with power, they're probably going to try to keep order in the areas that they control.
Right.
And it's possible if these people aren't even like assassins or killers or anything, they could just be a peacekeeping force for all we know.
Well, you could bet a few of them are assassins if they are.
Well, anyway, did you tell us everything, even the bucket thing?
Yeah, everything. I told you guys everything that I saw and heard while I was there.
So this is hardly what we need to be focused on. If some effect like that is coming from Helen Ray, then we need to track down whatever is left of or her herself.
That's true, but these guys seem worried that Helen Ray or whoever it is, someone like her, is going to show up here. I say let's wait until we see who shows up.
We haven't gotten a confirmation on that.
Well,
it's not confirmation, but that's what they were saying.
It's all speculation and conjecture at this point.
Exactly.
Conjecture. What I think I remember you being heard is they heard something about the Flaming Horseman, or that letter thing that the guy was reading, made it sound like the Flaming Horseman was somewhere close by. And it sounds like they're looking for him.
Roll me a history check.
Man, I roll bad today. 10.
Am I rolling one as well?
No.
8.
Am I rolling one for Vendrick?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I got a 16. My history's a 14.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay, I got a 16.
Do you remember finding an ogre in the middle?
I was never there for the ogre.
I remember the ogre.
Well, that's fine. You roll the 1 anyways.
But yeah, you remember finding an ogre in the middle of the road. Cody told you about
and he also was pointing at my daggers. That's what I thought.
Disappeared.
And we were looking for this guy at one time. So, I mean, if they may be looking for him, they may have knowledge of where he is.
Yeah. The time scale, the time scale of what they heard and what you know matches up.
So that's what I'm trying to say. We might want to think about what we're doing before we take our action.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sneak in and take the fire water down. I'm going to remove that. And I want you to give me that hanging thing back. I'm going to go put it back so they don't know anybody was here.
Yeah, but the only reason they got the news of the fiery horse was from the pigeon, so a different group knows more about it than these guys do.
Yeah, but they might know who sent the thing. And if I remember correctly, Alex said it was a crow that flew in, not a pigeon.
I was going more for a hawk, but
yeah, that's.
Well, I remember hearing crow.
It's still a bird.
It's a bird. That's what I was intending.
Pat's main point was still, like, if these people are opposed to the same people we're tracking, then they could be of more use to us alive than dead.
That's basically what I'm trying to say.
I get that.
I agree.
Yes, you agree with what you said.
Yeah, I agree that they could be more useful, but I'd rather have them dead than a knife in the back.
Well, they don't even know we're here yet, so I don't think that's a problem.
Well, they don't know we're here yet, and if we attack them, they're going to know we're here.
I would rather not be on the radar.
Well, if they don't know we're here, then we're not going to be on their radar. But if we attack them, they're going to know we're here. And if one of them
then how would they know we did it?
There's more than them of them.
If they realize they've been poisoned, they're going to be on alert in any case. And if nothing else, they're going to be extremely wary if they run into it. At a 21.
Yeah, but if we get out before they notice they've been poisoned, then we should be fine and good.
Well,
at a 21.
Okay, you see the guy appear to write something else down, roll it up and send the bird on its way back in the direction it came.
Hey.
You have a bow?
I've got a crossbow that I'm
I have
not
telekinesis.
particularly adept at it.
You can take the message from the bird.
I can just take the
I got a
bird.
better chance of hitting with Sacred Flame than a crossbow. It's within range.
I already telekinetically grabbed the bird.
Well,
I now have a bird that's like not next to me.
Scrawl.
well, I mean, I do have a plus 11 to my longbow.
Telekinetically got a hold of the bird as when it was like over out of their view.
Yeah.
With them not paying attention to it anymore. Okay, so do you just take the message away from it
Yes.
and then let it go?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we might.
So do you haul it back?
No, I have the bird in front of me.
We're gonna
more
read the
than-
message.
You haul it to your location?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the message says, message received, keep us updated.
Helicopter Chelsea would be amazing.
Quality information.
So you write
Yeah.
message not received. Please don't keep us updated and send it back.
Love to play that.
Hardly.
I need to play that. I need to get a.
Please send us all your information
changed-
you have on the
you
plate
changed
for
the message?
Blah, blah, blah. Thanks.
Do you want to lead them on a wild goose chase?
Or how about this? Side Helen Ray. That ought to really freak them out.
I don't think they're gonna buy that. Why?
They might freak out over it.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing that I can. I can only send it ahead.
You can change the message and let the bird go.
You can also get on Steam for profit.
Hardly of any benefit, unless you can find something effective to add.
You could tell them we're moving 20 miles downriver.
That doesn't assist us in any way, and only
It keeps
moderately
their,
inconveniences them.
it keeps their allies from knowing where they're at. So if we decide to take them out, they're not going to be getting any reinforcements.
Well, I imagine they'd be more suspicious of not receiving anything back than...
Right. Well, either let it go or change the message.
We know what that note says, and when we put back with altered, then let the bird go, at least it's going to go back to where it was, and they're not going to be nearly as big if the bird doesn't show up at all.
Of course I'm not going to keep the bird.
But if the bird shows up with no message, then we get
I'm not keeping the message either.
I just let it...
Are you going to send the message
Of course
back
I'm
the way
sending
it
the
is?
message
Or
back.
are you going to
I'm
change the
leaving
message?
in the first place.
What?
The message, as is going with the bird.
Okay, fine.
Changing it is of no benefit to us.
Not since it already says everything's fine.
Well, I mean, I disagree with that, but that's fine.
What would
I mean, you could just say we're moving base
I just told them we're
to
moving base
so and
10
so
miles
location.
downriver.
The bird doesn't care. The bird will still find us.
I understand that.
Yeah, but you're that would be the message is telling their high command false information that they
He does not care about it.
We are not military tacticians. We are not leading an army. This is still of no benefit to us.
That's a real wave.
I still have the standpoint of we need to find Helen Ray. We need to finish with her before we deal with the Flame Rider.
That's fine. Where are we going to look for it? We can't.
What are we going to look for?
As far as we know, she went into the river and disappeared.
They're making a million. I guarantee you.
Not trying doesn't do any good.
We have nowhere to start
These guys
from.
just talk to each other that either Helen Ray or someone like her caused this rain and they're coming here.
I'm more concerned about the morale of like the 300 people we have near Ridmarch that were part of a cult that would burn the place to the ground.
Whatever, no one listens to me. Even in a game.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying that
Well, I mean, what would we do to find Helen Ray? Last time we saw her, she had blood wings, fell in the water. We cleared out the water. The water was like mercury and red. And now there's no trace of her. Like, what do we have to go off to find her?
No, I
you've
mean,
got an idea about
we're gonna
where to
look for-
find her.
yeah,
We're
that's what I'm
listening.
saying.
Just saying we need to find her doesn't tell us anything.
When you get
If you
to
got
a
an idea
decision,
about
let
what
me
to
know.
do,
We don't even know if she exists anymore.
The picture one is too easy.
Yeah.
we assume she probably does on some level, but we don't know. We don't know where to look.
Well,
If you got an idea, I'm following you then.
For all we know,
'Cause I don't have any
she's in the gullet of those fishes. Like,
That's what I think.
From the bucket thing, whether she is alive or not, some remnant of her magic, which is in no way pleasant, remains. And cannot be left untreated.
And so I took it away.
One was already broken.
I've only seen one thing similar to this, and it's the second worst thing I can think of.
Get some environmentalists to clean it up.
First noticed it was just one
That's
leg.
hardly what I mean.
I would always set that aside.
Well, we can just send her to Doom Dimension.
It seemed like it was like
Okay, so what do you propose
find
we
later.
do about it?
3 chairs were broken. And that's either from me.
Not argue about
What do you
that.
propose we do?
Right. Or scooting across it when they scoot with their heavy
Well,
weight.
we got
Scoot
till
and it
morning
doesn't slide across this.
to think about
No,
this.
anyone. Like even
Okay.
me, when you scoot it across.
I still think let those guys down there be poisoned and burned. Let's deal with Helen Ray later and then go back to base.
That room can be taken away. Yeah, everyone be a little more careful.
So have you
It's like,
taken
what?
the plane down then?
Not yet. I'm still
But
at camp
tomorrow
with these
after I get
guys
done,
talking.
Y'all should be able to play in the back.
We got plenty of
We have
time.
sliders.
It's not set up where they open the tents and it falls. It's set up so that we have to
4 different types.
hit them and make
3
them
different types.
and catch them on fire.
Practice.
But
Because when I played Wednesday,
how do we
one of the guys
find
like scooped back
Helen Ray?
and like,
Because what
and it,
we
like,
had
kinda, like,
had
made it
basically
wobbly.
went down river.
Oh no no.
And the river is the place
Back
to
with all your
start
weight,
then.
dude. Stand up.
The river's right here. We're not leaving.
Those are really nice.
Yeah. And
We're just taking what's in front of us and dealing with it.
yeah.
I mean, when we get done with these guys, we're going downriver where her energy went. That's the only sensible
If we
thing
want
for
to
us
go
to do.
ahead, we can.
I want to know. I'm better than
Okay,
you.
let's go ahead
100%.
and deal with
I know
it.
where you went.
But still, and all, we need to find out what they know.
And what we don't want to do is head downriver and leave these guys behind us.
Yeah.
Even though we've been very stealthy and everything, you know, if they find a sign of us, they're coming after us.
Yeah, and since you have poison in their food, then they're going to be, after they get over that,
I mean, we still have to deal with them one way
kill
or the
them.
other.
Well, some have no problem with killing them. In my other house, it's awful good.
She ain't here now.
Head over there. I'm like,
She's still up there in my mind.
Yeah, you can ignore her.
I was about to say, when do you ever turn down an opportunity for combat?
This time.
I'm also trying to play the other character.
Well, the thing is, she'll object passively, but while you're in your body, it's not going to really make a difference. While you're in her body, it'll make more of a difference.
That'll make every difference then.
Then, yeah. But I would just bring out her point of view.
what was his answer, by the way?
That's all.
I'm okay with just killing these guys.
So,
It's not that we're killing them for no reason.
We're doing it for
okay,
no
let's
reason.
just go in and kill them.
Oh, yeah.
I just think we need, and we can at least have, like, try to catch one of them and see if we can get information.
Yeah, catch it. At least take one of them alive so we can get some information and then deal with it.
We probably sack
But-
one of them in
and-
advance,
and
get some
no.
information, and then decide what to do.
Sure, here's this guard out. Oh no, that's a water boy.
I mean, you think you could kidnap someone and get something from him?
I can't.
Well, if everything goes south, like, here's what we can do if we're actually going to do a full-on attack to them rather than being stealthy about it. Because if so,
Yeah, but I
Merlin and I can pretend we're on a different,
Limited by spells right now.
different than you got. We're not in the same kind of
My
party.
point is getting someone apart from everyone else is the problem. Not what we're
That
going to do
sounds
to
a
get
little
information.
complicated.
Well, if Murderlin and I stay on the carpet and come in from a different angle or something, I can distract them.
Like, the Twilight.
And then one of you guys can take one of them from behind.
was really good, too.
Yeah. But I just knew what you had to do to get.
I think we just ought to kill as many as we can, and then the last ones will do non-lethal damage.
But
Cam, are we ready?
Hey, Greg, did you check out that Town of Salem game?
The what?
Town of Salem, that game I told you about on Facebook a while ago?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Town of Salem,
Town of Salem.
with the vampires and the witches and the mafia.
For Kickstarter? There's
No,
a Kickstarter
they
thing.
already had the Kickstarter done. They're putting out the game now.
That's an RPG, right?
No, it's like
It's like Werewolf,
it's like Werewolf, yeah.
but more factions.
Hey, who's talking to you? Just kidding.
You freaked him out. He thinks he thinks
Look, you got eyeball.
Thinks he has a voice
I saw
in
it,
his
but I
head.
thought it was on the Kickstarter, and Libby said I couldn't do any more Kickstarters.
No, I just wanted you to take a look at the game and see if you liked it.
Well, I love werewolf and stuff, so.
Because you could, since it runs on stuff like this,
That's what.
the video game runs on stuff like this. So if we wanted to, we could try and get a game organized.
Just like we had games over here when they stole our controllers.
Yeah, everybody would have to bring their own tablets.
That's messed up.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
So they don't play that until they bring their controllers back. Whoever did it. Such is life, right?
Couldn't you,
Yeah, unfortunately.
oh, what's that stuff called? It's those ties.
Who's
that
dying?
like,
RNG, so hard.
Oh, they're
We haven't
arguing
decided
about,
yet.
They're arguing about whether the attack is in term camp or not.
What is this from? I've seen these before.
I don't know.
I don't know. I
I
found
just
them.
painted those to have numbers on them.
I've seen these things.
They're great, but that's the only that I found those on the street.
Yeah.
Somebody had thrown them out of their
Aren't they
car or something.
caps to some kind of bottle?
No, they're not. They're
Looks
game
like
pieces.
for some kind of pen or something. Old game pieces.
Yeah.
No, there's a top to something because there's like teeth on the inside that looks like it's been
Well,
ripped
no,
off.
yeah.
Looks like a snap. Yeah.
Well, I don't know that it's been ripped off. It looks like
Oh,
they're
I
kind
guess
of
it
made
is.
that way.
Yeah, maybe it isn't.
And there's no
Yeah,
screw or anything on it.
Yeah, maybe it's not a top. Look, I'm gonna put this one over here so y'all easy
I
understand.
can't tell.
No, put him over there. He's on guard duty. Come on, put him over there if you're
No,
gonna
man,
interfere.
I'm not the DM.
Get in there. Do it.
Stop interrupting you,
Yeah,
sorry.
these guys have been debating about whether or not to attack.
What are y'all playing now? Y'all still in Strahd or y'all in the
We're in a modified version of this.
Prince of Acapulco?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Cameron leave?
So who's for taking him out?
I missed that. What?
Who's for taking him out?
Well,
And who's
I'm
for
for
leaving
taking
him?
them out.
Okay, who's
if nothing else, taking them out, yeah, I'm fine with it. But if nothing else, what we need to do is also take their war horses. And
Can
give that some
you run me
ride.
by the gist of what you heard again?
Okay.
Let me run this down. Basically, they found out that the rain came from behind them,
upriver,
expanding upriver from the
Where we came from.
from where you came from.
Yeah.
And they also found out that whatever tainted the river burned out one of the buckets, and they also found out that the knight they found out what you guys found out a while ago. So the knight had killed a farming family. I mean, the knight and his men had.
This flaming horse knight?
Yes.
Okay.
he sent ogres in to kill him.
No, he killed a bunch of ogres.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the one over pointed towards my dagger.
Okay, look, the horses are no problem. Nobody's guarding horses. All I gotta do is go in and cut them loose, and you can call them with your animal sense, and just they'll just walk off into the woods.
Don't even really need to call them for that.
Well, you need to get them away from the camp so these guys can't use them. So whatever, you know, I mean, they.
Now, Rudy, I must ask you again. Do you want to open up the flats?
Nah.
Yeah, I'm afraid them out.
Well, don't do it yet until we get in there, even if you decide to do it.
Yeah, bad idea. You know,
Okay.
Well, hey, it's a bad idea after the hour where it can no longer obey me.
Oh, return to your Pokeball.
Okay, we're gonna stay put until dawn. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the flame water in place because it seems like the majority of us want to go ahead and take these guys out.
Yeah.
Because it seems like these guys don't know as much as the other guys that sent the message.
Well, right, that's understandable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in and cut the horses loose just before dawn, so that before we attack. These guys will be sleeping. Some of them will be sick. Some of them may be dead. and then we make our move. Is everybody on board with that or not?
That's fine with me.
Huh?
Okay.
You going along with it?
Yeah.
All right, so these guys, what, they eat dinner, they go to bed. Let's move this along.
They don't really eat dinner, they just sort of
Nosh.
well, no. Well, they're running real low on supplies, so they can just go to bed.
They don't drink any water?
They have like, they take swigs from little canteens they got with them.
Dang it.
Just drink it yourself. You gotta make some use of it. Can't let it go to waste.
I doubt my clue is going to help.
Now, the way you have the fire water set up, is it hidden?
It's hidden in the folds of where their tents open up, but it's like, it's not where it's going to be bumped against and not ignited accidentally. Okay, here's what I'm going to do then. I'm not going to cut the lines on the horses, I'm going to untie them. And I'll wait till just before we're ready to attack. And these guys will wake up, and some of them will be hungry and they'll probably eat. Other ones will drink some water, and they'll be like, okay, we got to go get the horses, you know. And you know, some of them probably won't eat or get water, they'll just go after the horses. Does that sound good?
Wait, weren't there some of them coming back on the horseback when we
These guys
when we
just
showed
came
up?
back. These guys just, those guys that were around them just came back. Now they all walked over to the...
What if they go to leave again and leave some of them behind? Like some of them leave and they basically separate themselves.
Doesn't matter.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Would it not be preferable to wait until that situation and then we're not fighting as many?
Well, that should happen before dawn.
What, did some of them go to leave on the horses that you cut off?
I'm not going to cut the horses loose until dawn.
Don't you think they'd be suspicious with a bunch of untied horses?
They're going to leave before then. This guy said he's going to send out another party. He said he's going to send out another group of scouts. I don't know if that's 1 or 3 or 5.
Like in about an hour afterwards, he sends out some more scouts. About an hour later, they come back. And it's like, yeah, the rain's still going, but it's lighter out. It's actually starting to lighten up. Until it comes back.
Okay, well, I'm down there now listening, just listening.
That's what we should have followed, was the rain.
Once we get rid of these guys, we'll go downstream where the rain is coming.
Assuming this is a circle, that it expanded from a circle, you can trace the intensity of the rain back to its origin.
See, we found out.
Going backwards. We know where it started.
Back to the origin of wherever.
We know where it came from, we just need to go where it.
Maybe we can find some clues as to who is awakened.
So we're a decent ways away from these guys, right?
Yeah. I'm in the camp listening now.
You don't think they'd be able to hear the strings of a banshore, would you?
The what of a what?
A big guitar.
Oh. Depends on how
bones, Rudy.
Depends on how far you guys are into the woods. But sounds travel a long ways in the wilderness at night.
Evidently we're close enough I was able to see an eagle leave or a hawk leave the area.
Yeah.
Evidently.
Okay, I go in, I'm listening to them. Is anybody eating anything, or are they all going to bed?
They're not eating anything. They're just, you can tell that they're a bit off-put by this, but they're definitely running low on supplies, so they're holding off until they can go hunting again.
Okay, so do they all go to bed, or do they put out sentries?
They've got sentries.
Put the sentries out.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty late.
Yeah, we can finish this up for the night, but I want to know what the situation is here, and we can take a picture of it.
With my new phone.
I can take a picture of it too if you want.
Not yet. We'll let him put out the sentries, put these guys in their bunks.
Can you tell what kind of armor they're wearing, or what kind of weapons they have?
Some of them have some gear, others have others. We'll figure this out next week, I guess. It's like, you know, there are some double bunks here, but you know, basically it just comes down to 4 sentries.
Okay, put them out. They wouldn't be huddled in the middle.
I know.
They would have rounds, essentially.
And they would move in. They would move in a circle around the camp.
Exactly.
I know that. That looks fucking done.
Okay, well that's fine. We can stop there. I'm stealthy over by the.
No. Undo that. We can't do this because they weren't going to be going to bed. Never mind. They're still all here. They're still all here doing what they're doing, right? Because they were going to go back and try and figure out the intensity of the rain. They're still all here. I was thinking I was missing something, and that was it.
So they're going to ride out of here and go check where the rain's in different direction. What the rain's doing in different direction. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you need to.
That's what I was. What?
It needs to be a little more clear about that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that.
All right, you guys want to take some pictures?
Hey, James.
Yes.
Alright, how many of us have minor illusion as spells?
You do.
Only me? Didn't you also have it as a cantrip?
No. I think I learned one more right now, I'm not sure.
Because if so, we can mess with them by making more like storm clouds to make it seem like it's raining.
That would be my
I think we want to find out the same things they want to
You can
find
pick up
out.
better colors on your phone than mine.
Want me to take the picture?
Sure, Rudy.
James,
Like a 24 megapixel camera or something.
I mean, you already put them all in a different position they were before. It hardly matters.
well, it's not.
It's more so the tents.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's.
They're like this giant glare strip.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that picture I sent?
I haven't looked at that. The screen's kind of out of the way.
What was the last one? That we had to get some code. Ooh, that would have been nice. I know, that's what
So,
Anthony did a good job going for
John, what was your favorite part?
Well, the favorite part was the actually doing something.
That's really good.
And the favorite part was our sections of arguments.
Papa, favorite and least?
They weren't arguments, they were just really energetic conversations.
I'm gonna use that next time I get into one with my mom.
I mean, that really was an argument. There's nothing wrong with making an argument, but there definitely was one.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, but 30 minutes into it, it would give an hour.
Sure, I wasn't saying it wasn't. I'm just saying.
I didn't have a problem with it.
James, favorite and least, though.
I caught a hawk, I don't know. I didn't really care much. Like, it's not like anything bad. Or
My favorite part was stealing the tapestry.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. And then we put it back.
Least then?
Having to put it back.
Oh, you put it back?
Yeah, I put it
my
back
favorite thing is
because
I got cool samples.
we didn't want these guys to notice anything was different. Okay?
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't find it already.
Morgan.
Having control water prepared when it was actually usable.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Least?
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Spending an inordinate of time trying to figure out how it works.
Yeah,
Rudy,
that makes
that's the
sense.
part I'm talking about.
The part where I got the additional hit point. The dry session we had.
I mean, a lot of that, honestly, is just, they could have written the rules to avoid all of that.
That's often the case.
Well, that's the problem with it also having to do with your imagination about what it can actually do.
Well, they could have set more clear boundaries on how it worked.
Oh, you think that's really annoying? You should read what Devil Sight says. Like, no one gets a real clear idea how it works.
Yeah.
If you want to apply physics to Devil Sight, though, you can't see inside of well, I'm
able to see in complete darkness and magical darkness. That's what.
I don't even want to get into this.
That's the general consensus is, like, it allows you to see in spells like darkness. You can't see what happened. Like, if you're stuck in Hunger of Hadar, you can't see. But when you're outside of Hunger of Hadar, you can see. Which is weird. It's like you're able to see complete darkness, but not the void.
Exactly, because it's a void. There
is nothing to see there.
It's not that there isn't anything to see. There's technically still stuff there, but it's stuff that you can't see because it doesn't. It's not applicable to the concept of sight. It's like trying to look at sound. You can't look at sound because it's not something you can see.
Echolocation.
It's not visible in any form.
I was just going to say that the Titanfall 2 game fuel cans do not look nearly as cool as the Black Ops 3 cans.
I didn't just see it. I had a friend who had it on VHS. They had the complete first season, but I didn't watch it.
Yes. Have you heard about the PlayStation virtual
PlayStation VR? Yeah, I've heard about it.
I was reading an article that actually said it is compatible with the Xbox.
Oh yeah, that probably wouldn't be too hard to do. They're all based on the same hardware, basically.
Yeah, they are all the same.
And in the same article, I also was reading that someone was saying that the Xbox S1 Scorpion box is also going to be compatible with PlayStation.
The only reason that I say fat chance to that is because they don't get along. Well, of course you can hardware make. You can make that possible easily.
Yeah.
One of my friends
but I feel like companies are dicks.
Oh, did you see the reveal of the Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, I saw that. That looks promising.
PlayStation games on the Xbox.
Yeah, I know.
We finally know what the NX is.
Definitely do that hardware.
I prefer the NX name.
Companies would ever be on.
Well, the NX was just a code name. It wasn't like a real.
Take those off there.
I've heard little.
Well, I know, but you know, it's like there was the Wii was called the Revolution, and the GameCube was called the Dolphin. They have all these cool names.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have really named it the NX.
I know.
Nintendo NX.
I like the NX thing.
But yeah, the Switch seems cool if the hardware's good enough.
Yeah, and then Nvidia's making it, and they got Bethesda on to make games for it. So
yeah, if I look through the list of like partner developers, and From is on there.
From Software. Do you want to bet From Software?
No, that could mean a number of things. That could mean like Ace Combat,
or it could mean another. It could mean in another Souls game.
Well, I doubt that. If you look
3 is still pretty damn new.
Well, no, if you look at what Miyazaki has said about the future of the Souls games, he said that he's not going to make any. He didn't say there will never be any more Souls game, but he said if sometime like several years from now, like a B team wants to make like another Souls game, he'll probably allow it. But that's still like looking more like years down the line.
Well, it could just be ports of 1, 2, and 3.
Well, okay, they could be, but it could also be other stuff that From makes, like Ace Combat.
Absolutely, I know.
And that's actually something that I could easily imagine that console being.
But you remember, or that Sony funded the Bloodborne.
Yeah, but that was an exclusive for. Yeah, I mean it's possible.
That's what I was gonna say. Is Nintendo might be funding like a Zelda crossover, Soul series.
Don't see that as happening.
Hyrule Warriors.
Again, there's a lot more to that. There's a lot more to that as
Everyone
well.
wanted that.
I don't see them as doable. I really doubt it. I would too. I would sooner expect if they're making something for it that it would be something original.
It's so hard to be original now.
Not really.
But yeah, the Switch looks really cool. And they might even be able to, the Wii U probably be coming down in price soon too.
Well, I already have a Wii U, so.
Lucky.
I need a. See, I had a guy who was gonna sell, like a DX model, the black one, for $60.
Dang.
And then he didn't get back.
Yeah, I'd like to get a Switch when it comes out, but I mean, I probably won't, because I'm probably gonna get PS4 before then. And
Yeah,
I won't.
because that means, G9 will be starting up soon, so.
I mean, we'll see. Well, I don't know about that, because they're still they're putting out newer updated versions or whatever of the current generation console, like Sony and Microsoft are.
Yeah.
So the line between the generations could be kind of blurry in this case.
Well, in this case, certainly, but the NX is also a cartridge-based system.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that the other companies are going to follow suit.
Well, no, that means that it's a significant hardware change, which means it's more than, they'd have to have some kind of accessory to play Wii U and Wii and GameCube games on.
Right, but again, that doesn't.
I've been watching.
One console does not a generation make.
No, I know. That's why the 8th generation didn't really kick off until the PS4 and Xbox One came around.
Right, well, that's what I'm saying. Is you were saying that G9 would be starting soon, but that's not necessarily the case. We don't know that for certain because Sony and Microsoft are just making newer versions of the current hardware, but that still means it's part of this generation.
Well, yeah,
so if they are going to make new consoles, that could be years down the line.
Well, yeah, but that was, look at Sega. Sega was doing the same thing for the Genesis, was adding on things to try and make that last longer.
Yeah, but that's also really different because there were tons of consoles available at that time. There weren't really clear-cut generations at that point.
Put the towers away.
Yep. And I got to do that after the camera is put away.
Hey. You're up. I'm thinking. Hello?
Yeah, there's I think the new 3DS kicked off a bit of a weird thing for the whole, for the entire system of video games.
No, I don't think the 3DS had that much of an impact. I mean the new 3DS, specifically the new version. I don't think the other companies are following suit. The new 3DS really isn't that much more than the original one.
Well, what I was going to say is either the new 3DS should have been better or it should have been the original model of 3DS.
Anything else?
Because you get what I mean. They needed that.
No, he was in it though.
They needed the Circle Pad Pro built in, but they didn't have it.
Dante, it reminds me of
Really, the biggest thing with the new 3DS is probably the NFC.
Yeah. Yeah. And did you know that Nintendo was offered Skylanders exclusive?
I don't care about Skylanders at all.
Well, I know,
I hadn't heard about that.
But they were offered Skylanders exclusive, which would have, they would have had.
eBay. This is an old video game.
Oh, I can't even remember her now, but they would. Oh yeah, here's my point. Skylanders also uses NFC, and the Wii U gamepad has NFC built in.
Oh my god! That took it up.
So what's your point?
Last time about 6 a.m. and it was up to 125,000.
I don't know at this point. It slipped my head.
And you unopened.
The funny thing is, Earthbound isn't even all that uncommon a game.
Hey, the hard copies of the old one, they're not
This is a hard copy, unopened.
Well, that I expect. You know, those cardboard boxes, those are hard to keep care of all that well. But Earthbound was an overprinted game that wound up in clearance until the 90s, until the late 90s rather.
It wasn't overprinted compared to other things. It was only
It was not overprinted like E.T. was.
No,
it was only the only thing that makes it overprinted is that it didn't sell well.
Yeah, that's what I meant. They were like,
I loved it.
It's not like Final Fantasy VII overprinted, where there's like no justification, and for that being so expensive these days.
It's not like they printed a huge amount of them. It's just that nobody bought the game.
I bought it, played it, and beat it.
Yeah, what I mean?
But I mean, back then it didn't sell well.
Yeah, it's like you could.
Their marketing was really poor.
You could have gotten it.
I know what you were thinking. I was like, no.
By the time Smash Bros. Rolled around, you could have gotten it for $10.
I had to go for it though with that.
It was Chrono Trigger. I got the live copy Toys R Us had.
Oh, I was trying to tell you earlier about the blessing. Alright, so passively, I was going to say, strength and constitution advantage in sunlight. And then additionally, like a feature I can use where I can basically reignite that glowing that I had. And when I cast it, I can heal anyone near me. So I can have a non-spell healing feature. We can work that out. I don't really know what would be appropriate since I'm not all that familiar with the balancing.
James, are you listening?
Yeah. About that? No.
That's actually the rules.
And I also continue
trying really hard to zone out so I can read.
And the light that I'll be producing would be sunlight.
Yes, it would literally be actual sunlight.
Yeah, well, it is.
The light he would produce from his.
Like I said, I missed this whole part of
from like his once daily spell, I think.
Well, I was thinking either having it refresh after a long rest. Probably that's what it would be. Yeah, unless you think that just adding something on like that would be too strong.
It's some kind of, it's the blessing he got when he was lightened up by the sun.
Yeah, doesn't daylight just give you daylight, the spell?
Daylight is just light.
Yeah.
It doesn't count as sunlight.
Oh.
You'd think it would, but it doesn't. It's just more powerful.
Are there once a week spells in this?
No.
Divine Intervention has a 7-day waiting period if it works. I thought it was a D20 that you had to roll because the feature at 20th levels it automatically succeeds. So I was like, oh, okay, so you go from 19 to 20, and now it just automatically works. But no, it's like, all right, you're level 19, you got less than a 1 in 5 chance of it working. You're level 20, it automatically passes.
That literally doesn't make a lick of sense.
There's a motivation to get to level 20, and it's pretty much their capstone.
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, it does kind of make sense.
It does, but it doesn't because
there are things that
you know. I think you get a little bit better odds at earlier levels.
Yeah. Should be creeping up a little bit more.
It starts at a 1 in 10 and then goes up to 19 out of 100 until you get the 20th level, in which case it automatically succeeds.
You mean a 1 in 100?
No, it goes down. The odds of not.
You have to roll less than your cleric level on a percentile.
Exactly. If you're level 1,
you get it at level 10.
Rule number 9.
Those guys had daggers, you'd be dead.
Huh?
One of them looked over here like...
Yeah, you mentioned earlier, like, regeneration and something. You want to add that on top of that, or just go with what I said?
Go ahead.
Ida.
Who's Ida?
Put these back.
I'm just trying to think of what to do.
This is just the first idea. I mean, like some of the ideas that I thought were more solid.
I mean,
fortunately it's raining and we don't have to worry about it right now.
Yeah.
Worry about what?
Your daylights or sunlight spells, because it's raining.
Well, yeah, but my point is that this ability that I've given would count as sunlight, so as long as it's active, I would count.
You can make sunlight, in other words.
Yeah. Well, I have other ways of making sunlight anyways. So.
Right. Well, if you got other ways of making sunlight, I would say that making it a healing thing makes perfect sense.
Well, what I had already said was advantage on strength and con rolls in sunlight.
Yeah.
So
well,
adding healing on top of that, whether
right.
that's excessive or not.
I don't think so. That's pretty awesome experience you went through.
Yeah. See, I'm kind of erring on the side of like they're going for more like a more slightly more limited version than of the thing you came up with for now, and then amping it up as it goes on.
Like what? Well, what do you think you'd start with? What do you mean more limited?
I don't know. I'd have to go over it a bit, but mostly more like
Before you bought any of this, I warned you were going to hate this game.
you know, slightly less.
Now like this team.
Slightly less powerful, working up to something else, like you know, putting a limit on what the healing is,
Okay,
and then increasing that. That's what I was thinking of.
This
Yeah,
is
well, I
D-
mean, just making it
But
numbers.
this is D&D. You either get it or you don't.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd be okay with having like the numbers scale up over time.
That's what I was talking about.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's reasonable. Like, I mean, I figured healing probably on the scale of like the life domains, like channel divinity,
Yeah, I
which
was
just
thinking,
heals people.
I was thinking like a D4 for everyone in the aura then.
Like every turn, or just when I cast it.
Just like the first time.
I don't know. That sounds kind of low to me.
D4 and wisdom would be better.
Yeah, D4 plus wisdom then.
Since you're going home and we all are, and you just read the back of the DM book about making new spells and go from there.
Yep, that's what I was gonna do.
This would be more of a class feature than a spell, though.
Yeah,
It's where you start.
but I can still start from there. So,
And it doesn't give you guys to make anything new for class.
so this has been
Anywhere, they don't want you to.
This has been Thursday Night D&D. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully we'll have less tech talk. Bye. Oh, don't forget to donate to the Patreon. Like, comment, subscribe. Actually, just donate to the Patreon.
Clips for Dover.
Bye.